everything. You know how you do.
Yeah, I did already. Yeah.
We already live.
I'm on top. Yeah, we live.
Let the beat build though.
We live.
You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? Let the
Got
beat
to.
build.
I got to.
Let the beat build though. Watch this. This shit gonna be lit. Ain't
What's
that
up
what the
with
kids
you
say?
with all the cool words today?
Cause that's what the kids say.
No, but you don't normally use the cool words.
I know, but
Who you been
I'm
talking to?
excited. I've been talking to Derek Carr.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
shout out to Derek Carr.
Carr.
You know what I'm
Carr's
saying?
Corner. And,
All day long.
Just listen.
You know what I'm
Podcast,
saying?
Man. Big ups to the young boys, man. Keep doing your thing.
Turn all the volumes up. Get everything right. And we got to have the most hood intro shit ever going, though.
Turn me up.
Turn me up.
my music
You know
down.
what I'm saying?
Turn me up. Come on up there. Y'all hear that crowd?
Let's see if we get somebody to join us.
Y'all hear that crowd? Crespo, we see you, Afro.
Check this out, Crespo.
It's the soundproof hunger.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? Some of that soundproof hunger room truth.
It's the soundproof hunger.
Come on up in here. We just want to feel this for a minute.
It's the soundproof hunger.
Okay.
Primo did this?
Sound like some
Primo
I'm saying?
did this?
It's not
Shout out to
Primo.
Primo.
That ain't
I don't even
Primo.
think- Yeah, I know he ain't do it, but you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, welcome up in this soundproof hunger room. It's your boy College Park Sean. Here with a little paint where it ain't, a little seasoning with some reasoning. Y'all know who we got up in here today. Tell the people who y'all live.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's the God Flex, the original root intellect. Back in the building. What up?
This your boy 1-8. Y'all know what I'm here to do.
We talking that realness today. I had to put my glasses on.
Hey, put your glass.
I had to put my
I see
glasses
you.
on today because we gonna come with the real today. And if y'all up in here, you gonna feel it. If you ain't here, you better ask the questions because we answering everything pop up on the screen as much as we can keep up. But the subject today is what everybody want to know. What do men want? Huh? What do men want? And we ain't gonna just talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about in life, family, you know what I mean, all of that stuff. But I know most people want to hear the relationship stuff. But we gonna jump into all of that today, man. All of that. But before we even start, what's happening with y'all?
I'm good, dog. I'm strong about a week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
That's
It's
about
the
it.
soundproof hunger.
I know me, man. Life is good and God is great. What more can I say?
And that's all you need. Me, I'm just holding it in the road.
Hold it in a row. I knew he was coming with it. I knew he was coming with it.
Just hold it
He
in
just
the road.
hold it in a row.
Man, we gonna shout out DJ The Boss.
Yeah, the boss.
The Boss. If y'all like that track, man, check them out. We got the links in the links and all that in the descriptions of the video. So check him out, man. I'm feeling it. We rolling with it. And his eyes.
Yeah, it's ours.
His eyes. His eyes. So, anyway, man, we waiting for more folks to jump in the room, but either way, we gonna get it rolling anyway. If you ain't here, you ain't here. If you ain't, that's on you. Actually, everybody was on time today. I ain't even mad at that. I was a little late. I had to get my root intellect on point. You know,
Fresh.
a little fresh, clean. Y'all ain't gonna get this one. Y'all ain't gonna get this one.
101.
One of one.
Yeah, 101.
But anyway, man.
Yeah, whatever, man.
You come in here with your one-on-one.
The king of 101s, right? The
Somebody
king
else
of
got a
101s.
one-on-one. Whatever. That's how they be. But, man, we going to jump into it, man. So let's just start from the top. What do men want? I'll kick it off, man. I'm just going to start with topical stuff when it pertains to relationships, dating, all that stuff. First and foremost, I think it changes in time. in certain points in your life, your desires and your wants and your necessities, they change. And I know for me, when I was in my 20s, I just wanted to get like with a pretty lady, be seen with a pretty lady, and have a good time. My 30s, I was more so like, let me try to find something that can add something to my life, you know, more than just a trophy girl or somebody to just make me feel good. I needed somebody that would be able to grow with. That was in the 30s, and that was more the time where I would start searching a lot harder. So it made it that much harder for me to date, to be honest. And now, you know, I'm 44. And luckily I got somebody in my life that is able to do all the things that I want and keep me happy. But that definitely came with timing. I always say that timing has everything to do with when you start talking about relationships and things of that nature. So that's just my story, and we'll dig into it a lot more as we get into the situations. Derek, we see you, bro. What's happening?
Always around.
Yes, indeed.
Always around. Always an open invite, too. He can pop up in the middle of his show if he feel like it.
Derek, you know you got a seat every time,
real.
man. Come on through. What you got, Flex?
For me, I think the thing I've always looked for was peace of mind and support.
Yes, sir.
Like those are two things that are like vital to me, you know.
Yes, sir.
Like I can't go, like y'all know me, man. I be at war every day out in the world. So if I'm at war every day out in the world and I gotta come home and I gotta war with you too, man, we not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna, because either one or two things gonna happen. I'm gonna bring the stuff from outside in the world home, and I'm gonna use that extra energy to come at you, or I'm gonna stonewall her, and I'm gonna be on some yo, you got it. And then nobody, I'm not gonna hear anything you're saying. I'm not gonna care because I don't have no energy left to argue. Right. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's important. And support, man. Like real talk, man. I broke up with somebody for saying the wrong words. You know, like just I didn't feel supported in it when she said it, and it was like for me, it was no coming back from that. You know what I mean? I ain't like the tone. I ain't like the words was terrible. The tone was terrible. Like, you know, it was one of those situations where like, hey, yo, B,
right.
This is, yo,
okay.
Thank you for telling me how you feel.
Right. Walls coming down.
Yeah, this is done. You know what I mean? Ain't no coming back from done, too. Like, that never really even popped back off. But, yeah, I need that support, that peace of mind, man. Like, you know, I need somebody and I need, you know, real talk, I need somebody that's going to push me.
Right.
You know? That shit, that's so major.
Yeah. Man. Because we get complacent. And, like, you need somebody that's going to be like, hey, man, like, shout out to my homeboy Gary, man, our homeboy Gary. But Gary always be on the nation, man. And but he always say, man, you got to have that help meet. That's what they say in the nation. And something like she's there to help you meet your expectations and your, you know, your potential. So, like, that's important.
For me, it's always about understanding. Be willing to learn me to understand me. Because everything might be a little unorthodox, but it got good.
It's a method to the madness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell Flex I work good under chaos. I work better under chaos. But, you know, at some time you don't want chaos, but it's got to be understood why I'm at chaos.
Right.
The words might not always be what you want to be, you know, what you want to hear, but they come from a place of love.
Right.
Like, I don't set out to hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But for me, feelings get hurt. But I don't mean it like that.
Feelings get hurt every day, B.
You know
You'll be all right.
Day,
like,
You tough, right?
Like, are we listening to the message or are we listening to the tone? And I know, like you always, you know, your favorite thing to say about me is delivery is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But I done got better.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
slightly.
yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Any progress
But
is progress.
you know what I'm saying? It's got a long road here.
Yeah.
But that's important to me more than, you know, like sex and all that shit, man, to be understood, because I can be, like you said, I can stonewall. I'm a person that needs his alone time. I don't mean I ain't fucking with you or nothing like that. I usually be processing. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm alone, I don't want to be around y'all, nobody. I'm usually processing. It's something that I'm trying to figure out, or something I need to know why this energy the way it is, and so I'm processing. I don't need you laying in my lap for me to process you, because if you laying in my lap, you know what I'm saying, process going out the window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just need them moments, and I don't want it to be taken as a negative.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think a lot of times the communication lines are misconstrued because a lot of women tend to want to.
Don't speak for women.
Well, I'm not gonna speak for them. I'm just speaking.
I'm just.
And then it's in a good light.
Go ahead.
A lot of times our black
Don't
women,
give
they
them no good
want
light
to.
either. No,
They like to push us in positive ways. They want to help us as much as they can. And like you said, a lot of times when a man just say, let me just sit down and just be cool for a minute. Let me just chill out. And they're still like, well, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. It's all in good faith, but sometimes you just want to be alone.
Why don't you just leave me alone? How
Yeah,
about that?
just put that together. And sometimes they take a slight to it. And that's not what's happening. What's happening is give me that space.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you think men voice that opinion or voice that feeling the way it should be, or we just bundle it and just let her do what she gonna do?
I think a lot of times we do that with a lot of different situations.
Which one? Like, do you find yourself like Flex said, do you find yourself more you got it for the sake of an argument, or do you actually say, nah, I ain't feeling that, and let's talk about this?
A lot of times, me personally, a lot of times I go along to get along. But I will make sure, because I know, because my nature is quiet and laid back, sometimes when stuff builds up, I explode. And I try to avoid those situations. And so whenever we're not at a high emotional level, I try to explain then what it is that I want, the things, how we can work on that when this comes up, how we can work on that when that comes up. But a lot of times I am the get along. I mean, go along to get along.
You just be like, all right.
Yeah,
And
but
if she
then
turn her back, you be like, let that shit happen again.
Nah, he
later on, I'll
you
come
up.
back.
She be walking.
Like, who the hell she thinks she talking to?
Right. You go look in the mirror and shit. I'm motherfucking shit. I can do this shit. I don't need you.
Right, right. So I'm trying to get better with just
Yeah, I'm about to say,
putting it
just
out
putting it
there
in the air, yeah.
and not with the emotions, because I think when we go in that space where everything is kind of high,
Yeah.
stuff kind of gets taken out of context,
Right.
just because of the delivery, because of the emotions that come behind the words. So I'm just trying to get better with that, and I think a lot of guys do that. Some people just don't even say nothing, and they go find refuge elsewhere.
Right. Like, man, she tripping. I'm out of here.
I'm outta here. You know what I'm saying?
Shorty
So,
around the corner listens.
yeah,
Right.
right.
She listens.
She understands me.
So yeah, we have to do better with that, and it's funny. We see you, Shuki. What's happening? We see you, John.
Why can't I see the question?
That's what's
How you do that?
I don't have mine pulled up. I just
got
got it up. Yeah, he probably got
Yeah,
it.
I got him.
Oh, he got to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh says go along to get along sounds like settling. You can't win every fight,
Shit. I mean, my bad. My bad.
because some fights ain't
No,
worth
I don't
fighting.
believe it. I don't believe it. I was talking shit.
That's her speaking from a woman's perspective,
From settling.
from settling. But I think a lot of us men at times is like, if a battle can't be won, why fight it?
Why fight it?
Every battle is not even worth fighting.
There you go.
If you tell me that even though we just repainted the room, you want to paint it a different color because you got a different vision for it and you don't like it, and I don't necessarily want to pay for the paint or the person to repaint it or repaint it myself.
Right.
If it's going to stop the whole nagging, I'm painting.
You gonna paint it?
I'm painting.
See, I'm different.
I'm painting.
I'm-
I'm not arguing over
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It's
I'm not arguing over.
simplicity
Now,
to
if
you.
in there-
I
if
get that.
If you come in there and you tell me that something's getting ready to put us in debt, now I'm arguing over that because I'm gonna have to be the person to work us out of that.
I try to compromise on that. Let's let it chill for a minute. Let's see if it can grow on us. If it don't grow on us together, then maybe we'll paint it over.
Yeah, see, I don't delay conversation.
I can't, you know why? Because
I get it though.
yeah, if it's money spent, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who spent it, it's money spent. You know what I'm saying? If it's time wasted, labor and ours, we did that.
Right.
I ain't about to rush over and do that again.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get
Like
you.
that- like
I
that's-
understand how you roll.
Yeah, that's just
like,
like
it's
yo,
certain-
let's let it rock. Let's let it rock. Let's let it breathe for a minute.
Right.
Like it's certain fights that Ralph is willing to have that Felix is
Absolutely.
not getting ready.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's
And
not
he
call
gonna-
it fights though. Let's just, you know what I'm
There are
saying?
certain
There's certain disagreements that
What's
we can
up,
have.
Nita? What's up, Nita? We
That
see
I'm
you.
just like, wait a minute, hold on.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna give on a lot of stuff, man. The only stuff that I'm really gonna buck hard on is stuff that's gonna make me have to work more.
It all depends on how I feel, bro. Because you know what it is with me. I feel like if I don't really like it, why shouldn't I be able to say it?
You can't say it.
But with saying it, you got to be willing to engage. You engage in it. You know what I'm saying?
don't
All
like
right.
it.
Erica, we see you. I got to read this one. She said, men just like to agree with us to keep the peace, but actually, please tell me your real feelings and opinions. I think, Erica, because of the type of woman you are, you can deal with it. But I think a lot of women, when you hear the hardcore truth, it hurts. And I don't know a lot of times that everybody is receptive to hearing the cold, hard truth.
I'm be honest. I think that's on both sides, though. Go ahead, Flex.
I was about to take a shot at E. I ain't gonna do it.
What E is we talking about?
Which
Lil Eric.
I figured that's what
Yeah,
it was.
Lil Eric.
Lil E, you will start this talking about the painting into the walls, and next thing you know, you'll be talking about some other shit that you was upset about.
Oh, okay.
Like most women. Like most
I thought we
women.
weren't going to do that, though. Flex. I thought we weren't going to do that.
Okay.
Like you gotta understand, some of these small arguments open up to bigger arguments.
Absolutely.
Man. I'd
Yeah,
rather you would
true.
just tell me what your real issue is.
Right.
If it
Right
ain't the
out the
paint on
side.
the wall,
And-
then let's talk about that.
Right.
Can we and I think the problem with that is
Yes, E.
is men don't know how to bring it back to where it's at, because we get defensive about whatever being said instead of saying, "Hold on, wait." Well, you know how. I know you do, but I
Put that on you.
I just know. You know what I'm saying? But to say, "No, we ain't even there." You know, matter of fact, you too. Actually,
Right.
that's not what we argued. We the discussion was this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I did 4 weeks ago, you should have addressed it then.
Right.
'Cause
No,
I'm-
that's you.
Oh, you know me, absolutely.
that's you.
Yeah,
We not about to talk about
yeah,
something.
we
Yeah,
definitely not
that's
about to
you.
go through Rolodex on my bullshit. We ain't doing it. What we gonna do? We gonna concentrate on what's going on right now and deal with that.
I believe in addressing one issue at a time. I don't want to blend issues
Right.
because there's no
Absolutely.
way possible that my logic can beat your emotion, because the emotional wave is going to be too.
All
Absolutely.
over the place.
Yeah.
And if
I'm
I'm
not-
hearing you with straight logic, you just going to be...
All you going to do is get more
Bounce up.
emotional.
Right.
And we had
keep
this,
going.
and we
I'm
had
not
this
doing that.
conversation
Right.
before. And I'm gonna ask y'all again because maybe y'all changing how y'all feel. Do you deal with the feelings first, or do you go with the logic?
Oh, man, I could do a feelings. Every 10. Like, at this point in my life, if something I did made you feel a type of way, let's address how I made you feel. I'll come back around to the logic stuff when we get the feelings out the way.
Yeah, and that's what my question was when you say, do you address the feelings initially? Do I start with feelings or do I look at her feelings first? Is that
That's
the
what
question?
I'm talking about. Day shit because we ain't really.
Your
you
feelings
know.
don't matter, Sean. What you
Yeah, I'm about to say you tripping.
Fuck my fe-
Fuck he talking about.
I try to do with
Logic.
logic.
I'm a logic person
Logic.
too.
Why?
But
Huh?
Why?
For me, it get the discussion over faster.
Does it?
For me,
Absolutely it doesn't.
For me,
No, yeah, for you it's over. But for if she listen, have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by your significant other talking about like I got a problem with what you?
15 years, bro.
So this is why I'm telling you I deal with feelings first.
No,
I'm dealing with your feelings
that's hard.
because at the end of the day, if something happened that in the situation that made you feel some kind of way. So once I address your feelings, we can talk about what logically happened, even when it didn't happen. And I learned that late in life. I was in my 40s learning this. I was arguing like y'all.
What you got for that?
I'm still going for the logic. Because, like you said, you start an argument about one specific thing.
Yeah.
And now it's a whole plethora of other things that don't
Right.
made it into this argument. And I focus on what we're talking about. That was last week.
Yeah.
That was 2 days ago. You should have talked to me then, like you were saying. So for me, let's deal
Hey,
with
I'm
the,
just
the
happy.
logic.
I'm just happy he finally agreed with me on
Awesome
something.
talk.
though.
I'm more on the
I'm
logic
just
stuff
happy he agreed with me on
because
something.
I just feel like, but you do have to know your audience also to say what you're saying. But you got to know how to stay on point. Like, it's rules to arguing. People don't like to hear that. It's rules to arguments, and that's where all the logic to me comes in. Because what's Ralph's favorite saying? Fuck your feelings.
I mean,
When we doing something, we talking about. Well, I feel.
I mean, because-
now I'm
because-
telling you, it's hot.
but the reason I say that is because when the words "I feel," that's personal.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your personal feeling. Okay,
Which is why you should address it.
I respect it.
I shouldn't say that.
But let's
Which
talk.
is why I address it.
But
not
let's
you.
let's talk about the matter at hand.
That is the matter at hand.
Right.
The feelings ain't the reason why we here.
The reason
absolutely
why,
not.
The reason why you can't yet the feelings are absolutely the reason why you're there.
Oh.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Cresswell got something. Go ahead. He got something good.
So the reason why the feelings are actually the object at hand is because that's what we sitting here talking about. The situation is secondary to how somebody felt.
That's Pisces shit though.
No, that is Pisces.
That's
shit.
Pisces
But
shit,
that's
though.
women things. Women, like the one thing I've really tried to focus myself on lately is communicating better.
Absolutely.
And understanding the young lady that I'm dealing with.
Right.
I'm trying to understand how you felt about things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So because if I can understand how you feel, even if it's completely incorrect on what the how it happened, I understand that that's what I want to address because I'm looking for resolution. I ain't looking to be right.
But that's
y'all
what,
trying to win arguments.
No.
I'm trying to get resolution.
We trying to get.
We trying to
get to back to peace.
Right.
We're not trying to win.
How you gonna get the peace if she?
Because
she's wrong. We all know she's wrong. She's wrong. Like let's be real. We already know. You already know how she feel and what happened ain't the same situation.
Yo, that's true.
So why?
That's good. That's a good one.
That's the way you want to break it down. That's true.
That's why I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, how it made you feel is what's important to me because I care
that's
enough
what you're
about
addressing.
you. That's what I want to address,
Right.
and then I can come back. I can spend the block 2-3 weeks, a month, 6 months
See,
later.
I ain't
if I even have to spend it.
And see, that's what
I give
Orlando
my
said. Orlando said, "Are you going to address her concern later after she said everything was okay initially?"
No, because you won the argument.
So once
that's-
it's done, you're not going back to
When you thinking logically and you dealing with and you're debating emotion, because I don't want to call it arguing because
Yeah.
I said we're not
Yeah,
doing
please
that.
don't do
So
that.
when
Please don't do
when we having this debate against emotion,
Right.
you can be logically correct all day long, and all she's gonna do is do what? Get deeper in them feelings.
Well, I feel
No.
that's where it's hard for me to be like, well, you feel, but if I'm telling you it's hot,
Yeah.
and you telling me it's 65 degrees, and I'm like, no, it is hot. It's 90
Right,
degrees.
right.
I don't care what you feel at this point. It is 90 degrees.
Right.
So you can tell me all the feelings and this and that. I'm gonna sit and listen. I'm not gonna cut you off. But at the end of the day, it's hot.
Okay.
And so feelings.
So he don't want to argue how you feel.
Right. I can't argue that.
It's not about an argument about. It's about understanding how somebody feels. And I'm gonna be honest with you. To be honest, to completely honest, I've tried to. You know, as men, we kind of grew up with the don't like to fuck about your feelings. Like we all know that. So I've really tried to be more open about how things made me feel when a woman has done something. I try to be more open about that because they understand emotion.
I think for me, it's just saying how we get here.
You know how you got here.
No, I really don't.
No, she felt the kind of way. And
She
you're
need,
not going to
but she,
address
but
that.
she, no. But I'm not saying that. But I need to say, she need to tell me how we got there first. Let me know my faults first, and if all that I can tell how it made you feel through that. But what I'm not gonna do is why I felt because by the time we get to the actual what happened, then that feeling shit. I done spent 2 hours on your feelings, and this was 10 minutes worth of talking.
But can I ask you a question, Rob?
What? My bad. What?
No. I understand your frustration. Damn. If your lady comes up to you and say, you know what? You saying this is the South African flag, but I feel like it's the
King of the
Korean
flag.
flag.
Yeah.
That's what you get for feeling. Let me go ahead and get you this book so you can read.
Right.
And get you right.
But no, I feel, and you not acknowledging my feelings, and the first thing that happens when you don't acknowledge feelings is they get deeper.
So you know.
wanna go
So
sleep
wait.
at
So
night.
wait. So
I like
wait.
sleep,
Wait.
and I don't
think I know where he
I
going.
don't want
You know
nobody
I'm
put
going.
nothing in my
No,
food.
wait,
Don't put nothing in my food.
Wait. So you know 100%
Yes.
she's wrong.
Yes.
So instead of just saying, "Yo, you're wrong. This is what it is,"
You're gonna coddle her.
you know I was coming with. He's a master toddler.
No, this is what I'm gonna do. When you hit me with something that's that far off, and I know it's that far off, I already understand that you're in feelings about something else. So that to me is a sign that I need to figure out what's wrong. What is it that's triggering you? Because I know that's not the Korean flag,
Right,
and you do too. And I'm not about to argue about if it's the Korean flag or not.
So
why do you feel like this the Korean flag?
yeah,
What about this flag
right.
says Korea?
So you gonna let her walk around saying that's the Korean flag because you're addressing her
She's
feelings?
telling me it's the
She
Korean flag.
feels that way. Though.
That's how she feels.
So are you telling her like, "Yo, your feeling is wrong"? That's really is gas.
No, I'm asking you, why do you feel that way? I'm gonna
Okay.
have that conversation. I'm not getting ready to tell you, oh yeah, I see it. It's the Korean flag. I'm not getting ready to sit here and say, nigga, you don't see that. That's not the Korean. I'm not gonna do neither one of them. I'm gonna try to figure out how you got to the point that became Korean.
See, what I ain't like that though, because I don't like how you put the negative on the fact that the logic shit was.
I dig the logic. I fought with logic for 40 years,
but
bro.
you just put a lot of heat on the logic.
I fought with logic for 40
Let
years.
me put what Shuki said. She said, how can I tell you how I get here if you don't care about how I feel?
I never said I didn't care.
When how I
what she
feel is
That's
how
what
we
she
got
heard.
here.
That's how she
Remember
feels.
we were talking about what people hear versus what you say?
Right, but what we're gonna
Hollywood,
do,
that's for you.
but what we're gonna do is address the real. We're not gonna address how you feel at this
The
moment.
real is how she feels.
No, people
You not-
feel a
bro,
certain way
I
about
don't-
everything.
Listen, I agree, Ralph. Let me just get this off.
For real.
Let me get this off because this is what this. I was you. I was y'all. I agreed with y'all at one point,
And then you fell off.
and then okay, that's fine.
I don't
So
like how
got a
you
little
said
soft.
that
He
shit.
got
I
a
don't
little-
like how you said that
That's
shit,
fine.
dog. I
That's
don't like
fine.
how you said it.
But what I'm telling you is, if you already know, if I tell you the sky is purple and you know the sky is blue, you don't want to argue about what color the sky is. You want to argue about something else that happened, and that's what I want to address because I'm going to bed tonight.
I'm going to bed anyway.
Yeah, okay.
You can take that purple
Okay.
sky that ain't there,
Okay.
and you can sit with that. I'm going to bed.
So you've never had a woman that, like, yes, I know you
I'm
have.
about to say what?
I know you have. I want to go to sleep.
Shannon
Dog.
said it all comes down to knowing your person and knowing how to communicate with them.
Who?
Shannon.
Who?
Shannon.
Don't do
Man, ain't nobody asked Shannon nothing.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon.
Oh,
What's up, Shannon?
But you don't have to say it like that. If you don't agree with, you can actually, say you don't agree.
Word. What does that
oh
happen?
wow. We got somebody, Linnell. So that's the issue. Men dismiss how we feel.
I'm telling you. I've been losing
Is
that
it?
battle for 40 years, man. I'm telling you. And I ain't necessarily winning it now, but I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I was before.
But that's the problem. What separates? At what point do we get
Why
to?
do you need to be right, Ralph?
It's not about being right.
right.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
about being right.
It is.
It's not.
Your whole thing about bringing logic
Dog,
into the situation is about being right.
how many times you gonna turn that cheek?
I mean, Jesus turned the cheek.
So see how he
See
ended
what
up.
happened to him?
See how that ended up.
YG, he's in heaven.
Martin Luther King turned the cheek.
So Malcolm X didn't, but you see what happened to him?
That's true, but I'd rather go out. I'd rather go out standing up.
They got both.
I'd rather go out standing up. My man, come on, dog. We all right now. back to our regular status program. We just saying.
I mean, I definitely understand because I felt the same way at one point. But I'm just telling you that those are, to me, I feel like those are keys to actually try to figure out how your lady feels.
Okay, let's turn this around because we understand that we having issues by what who said that Linnell?
Linnell. And I was going to do that too.
Linnell say we don't
Address their issue.
address their feelings. Fellas, as men, do y'all feel?
Oh, my bad.
Do y'all
You did it
feel?
before.
Do y'all feel that y'all feelings get addressed?
Yeah, every lady in the room, please jump on that.
Please, do you, sir? Do you feel like? Do you feel your feelings actually get addressed, or are you just you're the man, so it is what it is?
I'm pretty new in this journey, so I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
He
practiced that.
I have
Go
not
ahead.
even really figured out how I address my own feelings
Right.
in the situation when I'm trying to explain them to somebody. Like I don't got to the point I'm Incredible Hulk at certain times. Like I always got enough anger and emotion in me to just hulk up.
Especially when you come back from.
Shut up, man. So listen. So no, I only say that to say, like sometimes when I even get into trying to explain my emotions, how I feel emotionally, it's not always going to be delivered correctly because it might be me lashing. I could be lashing out about how I feel
Gotcha.
because it's not something that it's new. It's new territory for
Right.
me to be able to just come in and say, yo, I didn't like when you did blase blah, or when you said this, I felt this type of way.
Right.
Right.
Because normally what I've been doing is eating that and saying, oh, okay, that's what we doing?
Can I ask you a question though?
All right.
Because you just answered. You just said something. I'm curious. When you said I didn't like how you did this, right? Mm-hmm. Could you have cut that right then? Like, I ain't like how you did that. Do you have to go into the way it made you feel?
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Why?
Because how would they know to address it?
They don't.
Because I just told him.
No, if he...
I don't
if
like that. I don't have to have a reason why. I don't like it.
Nah.
Can I mean, in certain situations, can that go?
My thing is, if I'm going to tell you a problem, I'm also come with a solution.
I give you that.
You know what I mean? So it has
My
to...
man, we live.
I was
Just turn the volume down.
I tried to. That's what I was trying to do.
You making me feel a certain way.
You making me feel a certain way.
Logically,
Right.
speaking,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo,
you're wrong.
Would you do that on the Breakfast
You're
Club?
wrong.
Yes, I would.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
You know
I
what I'm
would.
saying? That's what I'm talking
absolutely
about.
would.
You know
And
what
if
I'm
he
saying?
said something to me, I'd be like, I look, what? And what?
We could check Charlamagne
And what?
because everybody else checking him.
Nah, I wouldn't check
Shout out to Charlamagne though. You know what I'm saying?
wouldn't
He
check
might
him.
want us on the show
He
one
need
day.
it, but I wouldn't do it.
Flex,
Not over that.
Anita said, "Do you have feelings?"
She asked him directly.
Yeah, she did. She said, "Flex has feelings?" Question mark.
Damn.
That was.
Do you got feelings? I think you do.
Absolutely. I
There you go.
absolutely have,
There you
I
go. That's
absolutely
how you
have
do that.
feelings. And I don't always express them. And that is part of my journey that I'm trying to get past with my own emotional traumas from growing up, being told that men don't have feelings.
All right.
So I do. I work on that. That's why I try to communicate better. And
But when you hear
Yeah.
things, when you hear things like, "Are you a man? You supposed to be able to deal with that."
yeah, absolutely.
That's
the trauma that we
Right.
dealing with.
So that's why I asked y'all, like, do you suppress a lot of your feelings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yes.
And how do we work through this?
Men have been, since we was little boys, we was always taught,
Don't cry.
suck it up,
Don't cry. Yeah.
And then you get older and these women say, I don't understand why you're not talking to me. This is what I was taught to do.
Right.
Right.
I eat it. So now when we get to the point that we say, okay, I'm trying to break that.
And then you
And then you
break
got
it.
people asking you,
Not even
do you have feelings?
Not even that. You break it, and now you soft.
Of course.
Now you soft.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
But
you
I
you
think-
soft. We soft because
I think that's an opinion.
the vulnerability that we show makes us soft
right.
because we are men. So where's the balance?
It ain't no balance. It's all or nothing. And when you either side of it, you're wrong. That's the problem.
You agree?
I don't agree. I don't agree. Because it comes a time in your life where you have to be. When I'm dealing with my significant other, this is me and you. I don't care what nobody else is saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I come to you and I say, me and my girl got in this argument about this, and they be like, "What'd you do?" And I say, "Man, I just gave way. Let her do what she did."
Right.
You soft. I don't care about what you think.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Me and her good.
Right. I'm trying to
So
get
I
my dick sucked tonight.
Right. I don't care what
Right.
you think.
What
But
if
me
she
and her
think you
straight.
soft?
What if she said that? Like, you mad soft? How
Come
you
on.
feeling right now?
Be
What happened?
honest.
See now, yeah.
Now,
at that
emotionally,
point,
where
now,
you at?
yeah. At that point, then it's gonna be some tussle.
Now all of a
It's
sudden,
gonna be
now,
emotional tussle.
There we go. Okay, because we
Emotional
trying to
tussle.
get picked up
Yeah,
by,
nah, we ain't doing that.
But for real though,
Emotional tussle.
Like,
So,
when you-
and then for somebody to do that, then I'm looking at myself. I kind of messed up in picking this woman
why?
because all of that. You should be able to feel those type of things in the dating phase to see if this woman is gonna really be.
is it
you
really
ain't been
for you?
emotional in the dating stage.
Yeah, I'm
you
about to
still
say,
lying.
yeah, you still fucking
You still lying,
looking them in
trying
the
to get
face.
some smash.
Yeah,
Well, not
I gotta
early
stop
on,
saying
but
the F word.
before-
This episode will be black. But anyway, my bad.
Before you get into a relationship,
Me.
Oh, okay.
before you get into a relationship, you should be at the point to where you should know how this woman is gonna react to how you bring your emotions to the
That's
table.
not true. She might have never seen it.
So you think they switch up once they get into a committed situation?
I'm not gonna speak for women,
Right.
but I'm gonna say this: people switch when they see when you expose your vulnerability, and I ain't saying they switch for bad or good.
Okay.
but they do change towards you. Some might be like, let me not say this to him, and nigga might cry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they may be like, he can handle this. You know what I'm saying? So once you show your vulnerability, people do change.
Adjust.
Adjust. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, no,
word.
no, you're right. A change, adjust, yeah, you're
they,
right.
They do adjust.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when you show that amount of vulnerability to
Yeah.
somebody that really cares about what you're saying, I think they do.
We
adjust.
do that to each other.
Yeah.
True.
Think about it. Let's say we joking,
done all
ha
been
ha
through
ha,
all types of shit.
and the B word come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whoa,
Hold on.
let's stop it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We address it, but that person always, even if he doesn't stop, brother,
He knows. He knows.
he understands that
That's
this
a trigger.
bothers you.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Let
So
me not do that again.
yeah, like I said, for bad or good, we don't know, but
Right.
people do change or adjust to your vulnerability.
All right, let's get into some of the comments. Terrell, appreciate you checking in. She said a lot of men don't express their feelings, and we sometimes take it as not caring. We just kind of went over that. It's not us not caring. That's our defense.
Called stonewalling. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah, it's a
teaching
defense,
them.
and it's
Keep that
something
book.
that has to be worked on. I'm not saying that it's okay,
Absolutely.
but the reality of it, not how I feel, the reality of it is there, and it's something that we have to work on. That doesn't mean we don't care. That means we're finding ways to try to address it without hurting your feelings or without feeling like I'm going to be hurt when I share this with you.
Is that wrong though?
To feel
To spare somebody feelings to tell them the truth.
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes.
And I don't think we as people are comfortable with giving the cold hard truth every single time.
I think it's a lie though. At the end of the day, because if you omit facts, then you're lying through omission.
Yeah,
It's
indeed.
just a lie.
Indeed.
I get
And I
it.
think we all do it at some point in time.
Absolutely.
Like, man, instead of just having the conversations like, yo, I'm not ready to talk about that. And then
Right.
don't lie
Right.
through omission. Just say, I'm not ready to talk about that. And we all do it. Because in those moments, you whatever first thing come across the screen, that's what you're going to say. Whatever that is in your head, you're going to.
You go,
Whatever.
oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
This episode blocked
Yeah.
already. Out of 3 Fs. Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. What if she uses that vulnerability against you, especially when things get heated? And I knew this was going to come up. A lot of times I've heard guys talk about, men and women, that if I share something within you in confidence,
personal, yeah.
something real
Something
personal,
real-
and then
some
when the
trauma,
argument
and
comes
you
up,
bang me in the
and
head
you
with
throw
it.
me in the, throw it up in my face, like that can't happen. That can't happen.
That's for me, and I'm not speaking for y'all. I'm not saying I'm wrong or right, but you just
Weaponized.
no. You just ended us.
Oh,
I
really?
Damn.
Yeah, I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? And at the point till I get to that point where I'm actually sharing like childhood trauma and adult trauma with you, and we get in an argument and you hit me in the head with it.
One and done?
Yeah, for me it is, because I didn't think I done already expressed to you. Once I open up, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I done already expressed to you how these things affect me. So if we argue, let's say we arguing about me taking out the trash, and I tell you something about my mama busting me in the head, and I'm just making this up, cause
right,
here they
just
have-
right off top.
you know, she hit me in the head for not taking out the trash, and it knocked me down. I broke my tooth. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And you say, "Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna knock you down and break your tooth."
right.
I ain't fucking with you no more.
You dug deep for that.
Yeah, you hit you was holding that, cause that's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm a pretty much destroy the rest of our relationship because of that. I'm that person.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have tremendous staying power, but that right there, you made sure you was looking to hurt me versus anything, and before I retaliate, because my mouth can be a little reckless, I'd rather just not fuck with you. I'm done.
Would you in that situation? Would you just end the relationship, or like you said, destroy the relationship, or would you want to sit down and say,
Nah.
"I ain't like you're not gonna sit down and have that discussion"?
You know why? I'm gonna have that conversation, but I'm gonna tell you right then, we'll never be the same. And at that point, what we doing? We wasting each other time at that point. Because I'll probably never share anything that means something to me to you.
Right. You can't be trusted.
And if I can't share anything with the person that I'm supposed to spend the rest of, because I look at it, my relationship is the rest of my life. That's how I look at it. If I'm in a relationship,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I can't share with you on that level, what I'm doing?
Yeah, Shuki say she agree with you. She agree with you.
Ain't nobody listening to Shuki.
Whoa, slow down. Hold on. I'm listening to Shuki.
Nobody listening to
You know what I'm
Shuki.
saying? The model, Bob Vila, Buffalo, whatever else she do. Wife,
Everything. Queen of
Everything.
awesome mother. You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
awesome mother, man.
I'm listening to her.
Shout out to the awesome mother
Shout out.
and my nephew Dante, man. Big up to Dante. Nephew, what up?
Oh dang! Orlando said eventually she gonna share it with everybody.
I ain't gonna go that. I mean, goddamn, bro.
You know he reckless.
Yeah.
That boy be reckless
Yes.
sometimes.
He over there giggling, laughing at us.
Right. You got another. Terrell said she agree with you, Ralph. You can never share anything again. Trust out the door.
What you got for that flex? Because you ain't agree with me
Who? I didn't agree with you that
on the first part.
about the whole
Throwing it away after that.
Man, listen, like, I don't know. And I say I don't know because it depends on the person. Like if you're more of a reserved person and you're not liable to blow up, then I might say, hey, okay, you know what? I'll push her to the brink.
Right.
But if you somebody that's always blowing up and that's the first thing that come out your mouth, I'm like, oh, is this what we doing?
I get that.
So for me, it's a little different. Like everybody's different. The person it is, it means something to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking beyond just the feelings that you have for the person, like who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I know I've been in situations where I have pushed people way beyond the limits, and then when they say something crazy, I'll be looking at them like, "You dirty."
Like and it's funny that
But you did it.
Yo, you
you
wild
did
for
it.
that. Yo, like I'm honestly say I contradict myself. I just contradicted myself on this show.
Okay.
Because I do feel, now that you say that, it is rules of engagement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that don't hit them in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things. Me and Flex had this disagreements. We call them that.
Yeah, no, we have many
Disagreements.
Everybody, the world don't always see it.
But I would never, even me and Sean, we don't agree on everything.
Right.
But I would never hit you in the pocket to where it'd be like, okay, that was real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that changes our whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree. First of all,
like,
I definitely agree.
It's
but like sometimes, like this be my problem with the whole what we saying right now with this. I can throw a fatal shot, and you eat the shit, and then you throw something back at me, and I'm not messing with you ever again. You can't say that.
But I'm not the type of
But
person.
I want you to eat my shot. I'm that person. I am definitely that person.
That's so
I'm not the
unfair.
person to hit.
That's why I try not to do it.
To hit you like that.
Right.
Unless I already got in my mind, I'm trying to be out. Instead of just saying I'm gonna be out.
Yeah, you're in destruction
Yeah.
mode.
When it get to the point where it don't matter what happened after this, I might say whatever. I agree with you on that.
Just
Like,
to get it out.
But if I'm in an argument
It's
about
regular. Yeah, regular.
some shit, I'm like, I'm not hitting you, but I'm not
Right.
doing that.
That's why.
That's not even like I told y'all. Excuse me.
No, you
like
good, you
I
good.
told you before. Like if we get in an argument and our relationship as a whole come up, like well, maybe we should go separate ways.
Yeah.
You already on the halfway out of this motherfucker
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
we
remember.
talking about the dishwasher.
Right.
I just don't agree who need to fix this motherfucker. But now you packing.
Yeah.
I'm good because
No,
you
I'm
are
with you.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
you already
You
out of
already
this
on it.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm saying? So it all depends. Like I love y'all too much to hit y'all like that no matter what. Remember we talked about the other day, like when we have a fight, when we talked about that shit, it was like I just walk away from you.
Yeah.
Me, you too. At this point,
Yeah.
me and you too. I just you got it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. We
And
gonna
it's gonna
smoke
be
tomorrow?
over.
Yeah, we going to smoke tomorrow. What we
I'll see
doing?
you tomorrow.
You gonna turn your back on me? Yes.
Yes, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody looking like yo, and they be like, man.
But men got to learn to do that with their women because there's too many cases of men.
But women don't let you walk away like men.
That's true.
I done been in that situation.
I wish we had a woman sitting
to
there
where
right
you
now.
sit around.
I wish we had a woman here right now.
But yo, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I done been in a situation where somebody, you done turn, I'm not about to do this, and next,
Yeah. Like why can't y'all? We gonna have a panel full of women, so I could just ask them this one question. Why can't y'all just give us time to process that shit?
because you didn't address my feelings.
Shuki said never initially. Yeah, Shuki said never initially. I mean intentionally.
Okay, now we didn't address mental problems. Let's address us as men with our physical issues. We all getting older. Your performance ain't the same as it was when you was in your 20s.
I mean, I'm Tom Brady with this thing.
But
I'm looking for another championship, baby. I'm Tom Brady out here, baby.
do you deal with your own issues? Like you know your body more than anybody. But if your old lady say, "Hey, man," are you? If she came to you with a let's say a blue chew, would you take it?
What is a? Oh,
You don't know what a blue chew
You don't know
is?
what blue chew is?
that's a new slang for.
No, it's actually what the name of
That's
it.
his name.
Yeah,
No,
shout out
what
to
is it?
Bluetooth, and if y'all want to sponsor us,
Yeah, blue chew.
you know what I'm saying? We will. You know, would you take it?
Whatever it is, it sounds like some kind of
It's like a Viagra, dog.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Would you take it?
Yeah,
Would you take it once, or if she came with a subscription?
Well, first off, that's something we need to talk about before she just going to buying drugs and
What
trying
you
to feed
mean?
me the drugs.
This shit could be in your food for all you know.
Nah, man. We at that point, nah, it's some problems. Man, we got
blue chew up in this
right.
All of the tacos. That shit all in the tacos.
Nah,
all in the guacamole.
At that point, we already had to have that discussion because
Are you open to that though?
I am open to it, and this is why I'm open to it because during intimacy, I want to make sure that I'm pleasing my woman. And so if I feel like she's not pleased, I ask afterwards, like, you straight? Was it good? You know? And again,
Y'all have a conversation after sex?
not a conversation, just
Don't do that,
yeah,
man.
your
Like
name.
that. That's that man bed. You ain't gotta do all
Yeah,
that.
your name.
You gotta do
You
all
know,
that.
it's not like let's sit down and go over the key points here. When I had your leg up this way, was it going in this area? We're not having a conversation.
I understand.
It's just more so like
This
you
guy
good,
here.
you know.
Tom Brady. Go ahead, Tom Brady.
Because you should be able to, with your
Go
woman,
ahead.
you should be able to feel it while it's happening. If she faking or if it's real, you should be able to know those things anyway. But just to make sure, like, did you get it? You good? You know,
it ain't
so
all about the nut though.
yeah, a lot of the intimacy comes even before that.
Would you
but
tell
I'm-
us trash?
No,
Absolutely not.
no.
I
See,
wouldn't
that's where you can't be
No.
hardcore true.
Yeah, nah, I
you
wouldn't.
can't. No, you're not gonna do that because you ain't
And
getting it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have in the past been like, nah, that wasn't it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I have in the past,
I've
but
never.
I definitely have. In the past.
Did you?
Like,
How do you tell a woman like, yo, you just ain't cutting it?
easy?
How you do?
You know, like all of that was cool, but it's just like, you know, I mean, you know, I'm just used to a little, you know, something a little wilder, a little something, you know.
Well,
Y'all laughing, but that's how it went.
I've had that discussion.
Like, that's
and
how it's-
the way
that's
I
really how it
started
went.
was, look, tell me
I
what
need
it
a
is
little
you
more.
like. Tell me what you like in the bedroom. So I give her the floor. Tell me what it is you like. If I ain't doing it, I'm going to work on it. Okay, this is what I like. Have that conversation. So now everything is out there. I know what I need to do. You know what you need to do. Even if I'm already doing that stuff, that's my way of saying, okay, I'm not all the way satisfied.
All right.
So now I can say it without it being argumentative or hurting people's feelings.
Right.
And I just say, what you like, you tell me, and then
Right.
I'm going to say what I like.
Right. And y'all just
Well, what I don't like are starfish. I'm just gonna let y'all know that out the gate. Y'all know what starfish are, right?
text me with that starfish. shit.
Starfish.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what starfish are?
I know where Starship at. I don't.
Yeah,
Starfish are the women who just lay there.
I call it dead sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you
that's
the
dead.
I
official
don't like
name.
that zombie.
I'm
That's
telling you,
terrible.
it's called. They're called
Yeah, I
starfish.
don't like that
terrible.
zombie shit either.
Yeah.
I mean, but
But I think part of that too is because we be having sex with people that we really ain't even comfortable with. Like to be honest with you, because when a person, when y'all got that chemistry and that connection, ain't no starfishing. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Wow, Shannon just said, just come out and say we are not sexually compatible. That ain't.
is it? Yeah, I don't think that's true, because sometimes people are just more experienced than others. And like, let's say you've been with one person for 5 years, y'all get it, y'all go separate ways, and you meet the next person,
Right.
and they beat the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, matter of fact, I was told not to use that. My bad. And they make you, they pleasure you. But you know, does that mean the person before you wasn't there? Like, cause you thought they was the bomb until you met.
Something else.
You know what I'm saying?
I think some of that has to do with the emotional connection. Cause I've had some.
I think that shit just lack of skills, bro.
That
That's
could
in
be
there,
part
too.
of it.
Yeah,
That's part
yeah.
of it. But I think
Some
I've had somebody just blow my mind physically
Right.
and not really care for them. And it was like, man, it was off the chain, but it wasn't like I'm trying to hurry up and get back, as opposed to when I was emotionally into somebody and it was medium, I was still charged and ready to go into that situation and build on that situation versus the other one that all the physical was there, but emotionally I wasn't in it.
What was you there for though?
For just the physicality.
So you shouldn't
That's
have
it.
been looking for the emotional shit anyway.
Well, I mean, but a lot of and see, I can't speak for women, but a lot of times, you know, they go into it thinking that that's what's gonna change your mind.
Men do too.
Yo, I had a
Really?
conversation.
Absolutely.
Today.
Oh.
Not me, but men do.
I had a conversation today, and since we talking about this, I'm gonna ask y'all. Dude, as a man, do you even really know if you like a chick until
You
after
hit?
you have a sex? Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Good question. Good question.
I had this conversation today
Good
at work.
question.
It all, you know what? It depends. For me, it depends on how much I text and call her. Because if I ain't hit it and I'm texting and call her like I done hit it, I probably really like her.
But then what if you hit it and it's trash?
First of all, there's no such thing as trash.
Yeah,
Smash.
like y'all said, just incompatible.
It just ain't
That's
as good
what.
as the smash that you used to. Because trash smash is better than no smash.
That's real. That's real.
Stop me where I'm lying.
For real. I take that. I take that.
Okay.
See, this nigga.
Because there's some porns out there.
I seen you that guy on Boomerang holding the sheets. But anyway,
Y'all talking about shit. And all,
I'm gonna be honest. It all depends on what I'm there for. I don't put the like and all that shit into it till I know why I'm there.
You didn't answer the question though.
I'm trying to. Goddamn.
Yeah, we going scenic route.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
A little bit.
Sit back and relax.
This gonna go Old National to Creole Road. Then we gonna come back around.
When you could just went down 138.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't.
Spend 285.
I don't know. It just depends on what I'm there for. I could be interested in you, right? But once we determine what we are, then if I got to put a block on these feelings, that's what that is.
How many times have you liked a chick and then smashed and be like, damn, man, this ain't what I thought it was?
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Right. That's going to change how you feel about this lady.
I mean, if you like her, you might try to work on it with her.
So after you finish working on it,
Okay.
because you done came back and you done had conversations and you done tried to
But what if
spice
you,
things up.
But what,
and
yeah. What if
at the end of the day, it's
so
just
all that don't work?
It's just, I mean, it's Kroger brand. It's not.
Oh,
it's not.
I shop at Kroger, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Kroger. You don't buy Kroger brand products.
Absolutely not.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like when you want a Ritz and all of a sudden you got Cracker.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like her no more.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
her.
men actually even really know if they really truly
Until
like
they hit
it
it.
until they hit it.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. What about
Look how long it took us to get there, though.
Yeah, because I had to dress some my shit up a little
That's
bit.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask Derek Carr. Is Derek Carr still in the room?
Yes, he is.
Ask Derek Carr that question.
Derek, you serious?
Is Thompson in the room too? Brian in the room?
Yeah,
Brian just jumped in.
Yeah.
Brian.
Ask him that question. How do you know?
I think Brian.
What ladies are in the room? Cause
We got Shuki. We got Shauna.
Okay.
What's up, Shauna? We got
Who is Shauna?
Miss Crespo.
Come on, man.
Oh, say
Stop
sis
that.
then. Say sis then.
Right. Miss Fifi. We got
Hey, you wine. So what up? Hey, you wine. Do
you like her before you smash? Or how much do you like her before
do you know
you
if
smash?
you really even like a chick until you smash her or not?
Once he wine to give us the answer, that's what it is.
Yeah. Brian, Brian, you saw the question.
Brian who?
Do you
Thomas?
Yeah. Do you really know if you like her until you
After,
smash?
yeah.
After you hit. For me is you
Ask
that
a
has to
woman
happen.
that though.
Man, I don't want to hear their opinion. This ain't their show.
Oh my God.
Yo, you wild.
Shauna said no, hell no. Sex does matter.
It does matter. Who said that?
Shauna.
Okay, that's sis, right?
Sis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We got Josh. He said I might like you prior to, but if the sex is trash, you're throwing up the deuces.
But what I'm saying is
That's
we
John.
will be very interested in smashing,
Yeah.
but we don't know if we really
We
like
don't
you
even like
until
you.
after.
You can say a lot of foo-foo before we hit you, and then we hit you, and we remember all that nonsense you said.
Yeah.
And be like, I should have been here no way.
Yeah.
Shuki
Right.
said I've liked a man, then smash, and now I don't like him no more.
Women. This ain't about
She said,
Listen.
I know.
because they not really feeling what I'm saying. Like I think at men, I really believe this is some genuine like
Some man
general
shit.
man shit. Like you don't really know, like you like her
Because if you
and
hit it,
really like her.
I'll put it this way: if you hit it and you like it, you tell the homies you hit it, or you just have a conversation. Like, I mean, we doing our thing,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like
You
it,
definitely gonna
she
hint
never
into-
existed. Yeah, you try to get out your mind.
Man, I ain't really been
Yeah.
riding
Wow.
shorty.
Wow.
for
Brian says depends on the lady. I might like her,
Brian
but
dancing.
I can unlike her if
Brian,
he
you
said.
dancing.
But
Me.
I can unlike her if the box is trash.
Damn,
Yeah,
the box matters.
it does, and I think that's
What
on
about
both
the
sides.
penis, though?
That's on both sides. That's
Did
what
y'all
they
see
saying. The
Chris
women
Paul
saying
said
the
he
same.
took his $40
He took his
back.
$40
That was role playing in his own house. Ain't nobody fooling with Crespo today.
Yo,
all
Crespo,
that
your
was.
wife's watching. You can't say that.
That was some bullshit, Crespo. Get out of here.
Oh goodness gracious! I think on both sides of the table, everybody
Say the
sex.
smash matter.
It matters.
No, that's not the question.
the question is,
That's
does
not
it
the
Do you
question.
like her?
Yeah. Like
More? Can you like her
the
more
smash
because she got
matters to
good
everybody.
pussy?
Let's be real.
Can you like her more because she got
Do
good
you?
pussy?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you? Like, how many times have you dealt with somebody as men?
Right.
You dealt with somebody you're like, man, and then all of a sudden you smash. You're like, I really like this.
Like, yo, man, I don't know about her attitude, but her motherfucking
Like,
box is
like, let's be
crazy.
real. And I don't think that women are actually hearing what I'm saying. Like, men don't know if they really like you until they smash.
So all
Like, that's I don't want to put that down as like fact, but
It is.
I feel like that
let
might
me ask
be
y'all
real.
the question. Let me
Not
ask y'all.
feeling.
Let me
It
ask y'all the
is.
question. If you hit her fast though, do you really?
I don't care nothing about that. Hitting fast, hitting
Yeah,
fast.
okay,
hitting
I'm
out.
just
You
glad
still
about
gonna know what it feel like.
I mean, but I'm saying, like, do that, like, kind of dim her light? Like, man, she gave me the pussy on first day.
I actually respect women more that do that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I do. I do because it says you grown enough to make those decisions not based off of what society say you're supposed to do.
Okay.
No,
If you in the feeling, you in that space,
you got?
and both of y'all
Hold
got
on,
that
hold on.
connection, it go down.
What you say?
I'm for it.
I said it. You's a fool if your main chick is easy to smash. I said that years ago.
Oh, this guy, wow.
Is he married?
I mean, Nas
He
go through
was.
some shit. You know, he goes through some shit.
And look at his.
God MC. He the God MC.
I'm just saying.
Well,
the guy
hey.
Nas taught us that when we was little
Yeah.
kids. But anyway,
I mean,
no,
look at
I,
you
it
got
don't,
it.
it don't
You got
really
it.
bother me.
You got his
Lowercase
ex
G.
out there, you know,
That don't got to
trashing
do
his
with
Well,
you.
name.
Mind your
she brought
business.
all the boys to the yard.
Yes.
Yeah. But as
And
we
he
get,
got her name on him.
as we
Like,
get older,
it is what it is.
milk
I'm
make
not
us
doing
lactose anyway. So
Right.
we don't,
Yeah,
Not
you
doing
ain't
that.
lying.
Not doing
so we
that.
don't need that.
Right.
Moving on. Moving
Well-
on. Moving on.
Ralph crazy.
When he talking to Nikki or what?
I don't know.
Mind your business. Now you over dry snitching.
I mean, hey, he brought it up.
Okay,
I
we
gotta
dealt
talk
with-
about it. All right, we're gonna move on.
We dealt with the drama.
Right.
We dealt with the physical.
Emotional.
There you go. That sounds so much better too.
Yeah, we finished
Oh,
that.
man. You
everybody on the same
you
with the
all right
sex
with
thing.
that.
So go ahead with that. We
Women
on-
trying to piggyback
Let's
that.
let's really talk about what do men really want. Because you got some that want peace. You got some that want financial backing. You got some that want a whore everywhere, and then you know things like that. But what do men really want?
Right. Y'all want me to start with that?
Go, you can start with it, bro.
At this age, and it's hard to speak for. I can only speak for myself.
Speak. I tell you what. Speak your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s.
Okay. In my 20s, I just wanted good sex. I just wanted good sex and a good time. That's it. If you was gonna hang around for that, cool. In my 30s, I wanted somebody that I knew was interested in some sort of futures. I needed to know that you had a car,
Here we go with this again.
a place of your own,
Sharon, are you watching?
a place of your own.
This car shit again.
You know, if you got kids, you taking care of your kids. I need to know that you maintaining on your own. And so those are the things that I would look on top of being physically attracted to them, sexually attracted, and all of those things. In my 40s, I am looking for all of those things, but I also need to know that if something happens to me, that this person is going to also take care of me and my family behind me. Not just because,
What you mean your family behind you?
like my nieces, my nephews, like if something, like if say if I pass away
Huh.
and she gets all the money,
Okay.
is she just gonna run off and just be like, nah, you know, this is mine. My
So
husband did this, you know.
What she's family all the way, like you saying. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and we were raised that way. I have aunties that, you know, they got divorced from my uncles, my blood uncles,
Right.
but they would still come to Granny house. They would still come to family functions. Like once you're in the family and you have kids within the family, you family.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask. Is that really like their responsibility at that point? Because what if your family don't fuck with them, but you fuck with your nieces? Like, let's say you don't fuck with your family, but you fuck with your nieces, right?
My wife gonna know that.
But what I'm saying is, like, what if they don't? Like, what if your family don't fuck with her? Like, is she really supposed to like hold this down? And they didn't even really fuck with her. Like, what if your family was very not disrespectful, but they just really she around, whatever, like real fake around her, and then you die, she get everything. Is she really supposed to hold up this relationship?
If I said it, I expect her to.
Oh, okay.
If that's something that we said that we would do together, she gave me her word. That's what I need, and that's what I look for.
Okay.
You know, so
I agree with you.
those are the things.
Carry on my legacy.
So yeah,
The best you can. If it gets too disrespectful, I would definitely understand on the other side.
Okay.
Right.
But I definitely want you to carry on my legacy, and I'm not gonna let my people disrespect you. No way.
I mean,
Right.
but you
But
know,
just-
you
he's
can't
just saying
control
if
every
it's a-
aspect
Yeah.
of
Right.
it.
The
Yeah.
things that you think that I would do, I want you to continue to do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Outside of that, I don't want you to be fake for me.
Right.
But like if you saw me
I might
taking care of nieces and nephews
You-
and
you
little
should still
cousins,
do that.
and you have an opportunity to do
Right.
it, I would hope that you.
Because
would.
in
I know
Sean,
you do
in
that.
Sean case, you get about 4-5 million right now. You know what I'm
That's just
saying?
the sneakers.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? right
That's
now.
just sneakers.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my goodness,
Right.
man. Oh my goodness.
So his nephews and nieces better be fly.
So you
Right.
in your 40s, you're looking for somebody to uphold
What
y'all built.
we built exactly.
Yeah, that's our legacy, right?
Okay.
Not just mine. It's
Right.
our legacy.
Ours.
Okay.
At that point,
what
it's
you
ours.
what you got, Flex?
In
20s,
the
30s, 20s, 30s,
I think
40s.
in 20s, I really was looking to be on some married shit. Like, I really wanted to have kids. I wanted to like follow the example set by my parents.
Right.
In my 30s, I realized that might not happen, and it's still possible.
Right.
But I just wanted to look. I was looking for somebody that was very supportive of what I was trying to do. In my 30s, I was busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
I
you
was
was.
doing a lot of stuff that
Absolutely
I didn't
you
have
was.
support with.
Right.
So I was looking for that support and stuff
Banging
in my 30s, and there you go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah. So like, and I didn't have it in the situation I was in. That's why I left that situation. But I really wanted that support, and I really wanted to be able to us to build something together.
Right.
Now in my 40s, man, I'm just looking for somebody who supports the things that I do, who's gonna
Right.
bring me peace. Like I said, man, y'all know me. I fight in the world every day.
Yeah.
So when I come home, man, I'm not saying we won't have disagreements. I'm not coming home arguing with my girl every day.
Right.
Absolutely
My
not.
wife,
Absolutely. I don't care what title you got.
whatever
I
her
don't care.
title is,
You mine.
my special friend,
You
whatever
mine.
it is.
It
If
don't
we got
even
an
matter.
issue, I definitely want to talk about it.
Absolutely.
We might not be able to talk about it on a certain day because of how I'm feeling, or
Especially
because of
my
how you
birthday.
feeling. But I definitely want to be able for us to discuss this and figure out what the fuck
Your-
we got to do different.
Your birthday we can trash.
You know
Not
what I mean?
mine.
We're not trashing nobody's
No, I'm
birthday.
just playing.
But yeah, like so, and then I just want to be able to create legacy, man. I want somebody who supports, like who believes in me. At this point, like you know what I'm saying, like it's easy to get people to say, "Oh man, that's dope," but to have somebody to really believe in
Standing
you
there.
and say,
Come in
"Yo,
there and put their hand in there.
come
What you
on,
need?
yeah, exactly."
Let me
It's
push
different.
you this way. Try this. Try that.
It's different when you can really sit down and for me and discuss like my beliefs and what I think that I'm able to accomplish and it not be a well, how you gonna do that?
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Like that stuff.
You
I need
should
somebody
be
with an
like,
open
okay,
mind.
well let's start right here.
Yeah, like
let's try that.
where are you in the
Yeah,
process? Or
exactly. Yeah.
for a young lady to come in and say, "Yo, how can I help you with this? Because I see where you're going."
She
Like,
might be an old lady.
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. So I'm an old man.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing.
How
it out
old is old for you? Because you're old and my old
there.
ain't necessarily.
Yeah, you know
the
my
same.
shit look different. Over me is like 60.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna be a 60-year-old coming in my life that's gonna be able to tell me anything except for
We talk about dating.
come
Or,
get something to eat, baby.
we talk about dating, or we talk about just
No, I'm
old
talking
person.
about dating. Nah, I mean,
Old for dating is probably about 55 for me.
for 50. Who?
55.
55.
Yeah,
Double nickel?
yeah, absolutely.
That's the speed limit.
Man, shit, man. I like old shit.
Okay, well, you know.
I'm vintage. I like
What the
vintage.
what the old people say? Only thing I want old is money. But I don't want to lose.
But they wasn't even here, they wasn't even here for the old money.
It don't matter.
I'm just
It
saying.
don't matter.
Go ahead.
I ain't fucking with you, man. Now you got me cursing. No, but for real, like I just want somebody to really support me in my dreams, man.
Oh man.
And somebody that I can support and be able to push them to the next
Yeah.
level too.
Yeah.
That's important to me. Like I don't want to just you be
Well,
here
It's
to
not
support
about me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's about us. Like I like
A collective effort.
even if the smash is average, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'll work it out.
That's
For sure.
real. That's
Yeah.
real.
At this
For real.
point in
At
life,
this point
like,
in
it
life,
ain't-
yeah, the
real.
smash.
I done
ain't
did
even-
all the
Smash
wild,
ain't
the wild.
Yeah.
That's not.
And it's funny we
top
had that
priority.
conversation. I can't remember who we was talking to, but I was like, sex a lot of times was one of the highest priorities. It kind of comes down in rank.
Remember I said that people prioritize sex too
Yeah,
high.
it comes down sometimes. And I was
Absolutely.
probably one of the people that was fussing like, nah, that's up here. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like,
but
nah,
when
man,
other
you
things
good.
come into play, you
Hell
like,
yeah.
man, as long as I get a nut off,
Cause you're,
and we good and we happy and emotionally we straight.
cause as you think about it, as you get older, you don't even want to fuck that much. You tired.
Right. You go to sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me them tacos.
My 20s, man, I was reckless. Early 20s, because I got married in my 20s. But shit, I was reckless then too. You know what I'm saying?
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Absolutely.
Do you think you getting married in your 20s was a mistake for your maturity?
The reason why, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say I didn't love her. I didn't say I wasn't. I didn't grow well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went from being real selfish to hell, probably even more selfish, more territorial because of
family.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? My 20s I was still dealing with trauma from my mother, so love wasn't something that I actually thought was real. You know what I'm saying? But that's another show. We'll bring Tara back for that one.
Yeah.
But 30s, I started figuring out who I was. So what I wanted from a person was just to understand me. And I think I'm still there in my 40s. Like, understanding for me is very real. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to come in my door with $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be willing. You got to be open for me to learn you and willing to learn me. And I'm cool with that. Like both of y'all said, it's really about peace at this age. Like, we ain't old, but we older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the things that was thrills and all that shit exciting for us in our 30s and definitely our 20s.
Right.
At our 40s, we get tired even just thinking about it.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our goals are different at these ages. You know what I'm
taking a
saying?
nap after thinking about my
So-
20s.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so at this point in life, I just need somebody to understand the difference between space and process.
Wow.
That's for me. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? And I'm open to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody who don't know how to be alone for a minute.
Right.
Let's say I go out of town and you're on my phone every 5 minutes because I'm your entertainment. I can't be that 100% of the time.
Hollywood, you hear that?
You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's another job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a mix for me. You know what I'm saying? I take peace over sex.
Oh yeah. All day.
But what men really want, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Men just want somebody they can trust with everything. The kids, the money, with them.
That legacy.
Yeah, they want somebody they can trust with all that. Like, I could sum it up just like that. I got a lot of homeboys, man, who dealing with a lot of shit, but the lot of shit they dealing with is because they don't want to look themselves in the mirror first.
That's the main thing.
You know what I'm saying? I can sit on the phone all day with you and listen to you talk about your issues, but I never hear you say what part you playing at.
They
Or
not.
what
They
are you
play the
doing?
victim.
That's true. Men
That's what it is.
these
They
days do play the victim.
When
You know what I'm
not just
saying?
men, but women do too. When people always tell you what everybody else did, they're the victim in every situation.
Like, for real. Like, so
They never tell you what they did.
So accountability right now is the whole
All-time
that's
low.
lacking with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as
True.
a man, you can't want to be called a king and you can't be accountable for your faults.
Right. Yeah, that's real.
Like, that's just something that I think men, the whole thing of I just want somebody that can cook and all that, men lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's
I want somebody. I ain't always gonna be horny. I'm gonna forever be hungry.
absolutely, but you can cook though.
I know, but I don't mean I
And
want to go
change
do
it,
it.
and change the tire.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a shot.
And change the tire. Shout out to my girl Ebony. But
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think
Peace
that
too.
I think communication is the biggest thing that's lacking, because it's easy for my homeboy to get on my phone and tell me everything he feel.
But have you
But
talked
if you
to her
ask
about
him, be like, well, what did you say to her?
Right.
Oh man, you know how that shit is.
Right.
Oh, so we're not gonna talk about
Like,
that.
so we're not gonna talk to
Right.
her. We gonna talk to me.
Right.
I tell you what, the air outside is too hot. I gotta go cool it down. I got some shit to do. I gotta go.
My refrigerator running. I
Yeah.
gotta go
I'm,
catch
just
up
saying,
with it.
I'm trying to catch that light going off.
Right.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Just the accountability and really taking the time and the space and the energy to work on yourself as a man. I think a lot of times especially at this age when we look at, well, I got a house, I got this, I got that, everything is in order, but you might be rotting inside. And you don't even take the time to say, well, you know what? I didn't have to come off on her that way. Or I didn't have to treat her like she was just here for the moment. You know what I mean? You got to look at yourself and see what it is. And a lot of those things come from things you might not even recognize that was in what you grew up. Did you ever see a healthy marriage or relationship growing up? You got to look at the history of the things that you grow up going into and address those before you can even try to instill yourself into a healthy relationship and be wondering why you always ended up with nothing.
How important is finances to y'all as far as you get with somebody that you might like and that might not have it the way you have it? How important is that?
For me, I think that it's important for me to have a financial plan for me and whoever I'm dating. Whatever lady I'm dating, our financial plan is
based on your money.
No.
Or based on your plan.
Based on my vision.
Yeah. Plan.
And I feel like if I tell you what my vision is for us financially and you buy into it, that means that you all in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the biggest problem with most black people, period, whether you are single or you are a couple, is you don't have a financial plan.
Right.
That is the problem. You don't have a budget. Like, you don't understand finances.
Right.
And I am not the best with finances. So I'm not the person, as good as I am with managing my own stuff, if my wife was way better than me at that,
give it to
I
her.
would concede.
Give it to her.
It's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
So I got $20 to go get this 40.
Right.
I know I'm gonna have $20. I know I got $20.
I'm just saying.
Unless it's a situation, because I'm not a big spender.
Right.
I am so, like, I don't need a lot of stuff. But when we go out, I spend money.
Yeah, you blow it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I am the person who
Cash.
Fuck that
Cash
shit.
money.
One bill, give it to me.
Give it
Cash
here.
money.
Right.
Like, that's just how I am.
You too.
But that's because when I'm by myself, I don't spend no money.
I had the scotch. I don't know what they're doing about the wings. I had the scotch.
And see, I'm the person that's gonna say,
Man,
send
just
the
go
bill over
take
here,
that.
and
Yeah.
I'll collect the money from my group because
Right,
they're
I'll
not
get it
gonna
later
embarrass
on.
me.
Right, we'll get it later. You're not finna embarrass me.
That. Y'all not gonna embarrass.
You're
That's
not
never
finna
gonna
embarrass
happen.
me today.
I mean, but what I mean is, like, are we valuing what somebody can do for us? Remember, I asked you this the other day.
I would hope not.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Are we valuing?
I would hope.
Are we valuing what people can do for us in the financial state versus we just valuing the person for how we feel about them?
I hope not. At this point, if you ain't got it, you ain't getting it.
You think so?
Damn, hold on, bro. Wait, that's tough.
Most millionaires don't hit millionaires like because
To their
about
50s.
50.
Yeah.
So I can't even say that.
I'm talking about in my little life.
I am too, because nigga,
Your
I'm
life
in your
is-
little life.
Yeah, I mean, what you
And my
saying?
millions ain't hit yet.
So my thing
I ain't
is,
stopping.
Don't
Can't
be
stop.
the way to be, wanna-
Yeah, jump, low button. Like I'm.
but I'm not expecting her to come in with everything that I have. If I see she got that drive and that push to want to do those things,
Right.
then we good and
Right.
we gonna work together. But if you come in and you just like, well, I may work tomorrow, I may not. Like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
So you need somebody that's willing to match you, or just come close.
Not even
financially.
not financially, but just to have
She gotta
that
have a
drive,
drive.
to make sure that she's good
Okay.
and we'll be all right.
What if she don't have to drive, but she understands the budget?
Yeah. What if she say I'm good working in this? This cool for me. I'm good.
Like if I make $60,000 and my wife can tell me, like,
Well,
we'll have the
Google
best
say
life
Google
ever,
say you made less than
$60,000.
that. You remember I told? Okay, we ain't gotta do all that.
Well,
Orlando, I do pay for peace, for the record.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I do pay for peace.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about in my relationship. I might get in my
Yeah,
relationship
relax.
too. But with my friends, I definitely pay for peace.
I mean, so
Unless
yeah,
how much
like,
money you need.
like let's just say she comfortable with the plan.
with my plan.
Yeah, like what if she say she comfortable within your budget? Oh, if this what we doing? Okay, I'm good with that.
To be honest, I would be good for a minute, but after a while, I'm probably gonna be like, you need to be trying to do something else.
Why?
Because because I'm that guy that once I hit a level, I just be chilling. I'm be honest.
I get
Sometimes
it.
I
I
hit
get
a
it.
level and I be chilling, and then I want that push. I want somebody that's gonna push me. I want somebody that's gonna push their own stuff to where I can say, because I'm also a helper. I'm one of those guys. If you jump something off, hit me up. I got that helping hand. You need me to do this, do that. I love helping people. So I want to see that you're able to do that too. So, but both of us can't be sitting on the lazy boy all the time. That's just me.
What if that's life?
But what if you took her on? You know what I'm saying? So because
Let's stop now.
Hold on, wait. You chose her. She didn't choose you.
Right.
You sure?
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, he really.
No,
anyway.
I ain't talking about nobody personal
But
situation.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I know a lot of dudes out here like women because
I
they
remember
like
listening
them.
to the
get
Mac
it.
where you chose me.
Yeah, she chose me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to figure out.
But
how
what I'm saying is, if you choose this woman, right? Because you approached her, she didn't approach you.
Right.
You end up liking her, blah blah blah. Are you willing to say, if she come in and be like, I'm cool with, you know, this what we working with, this what we working with? Because you like her, like for real.
I can't answer that.
You brought her to the lounge, and I was totally, you know, disgruntled. Yo, this ain't no date. Fuck y'all doing, man?
My
Anyway.
swag crazy, so I know people.
Oh
be choosing
my
me.
God,
I
this
know
guy
what's up.
here.
My swag is.
At the point he said swag, I know.
Yeah,
he
it's all
crazy.
yeah.
Like, are
That's
you?
a hard. I would
That's
have
what
to
I'm saying.
think about that.
Like, you know, my favorite thing to say, I'm gonna switch the restaurant though. Let's say she working at Sonic. You know what I'm saying? And you went through the drive-in and you was like, damn, oh baby, you
That's not happening
got
for
Got
me.
what I need.
like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not happening for me. I'm sorry.
What you mean?
It's just not.
You don't know what can happen for you, bruh.
I don't came a long way. I have decision making skills.
okay.
For myself.
Oh, okay, well, let's say you meet the same
Right.
woman at an upscale spot you go to, and she just happened to be in there,
Right.
When she say she working,
and she said she work at Sonic.
It's gonna be a problem.
Ah, damn.
Dang. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Why?
That's just me, man. I can't put a finger on it. It's intangible, but you know what? I just don't. That's not.
That ain't what you going for.
Nah.
She
If your schedule changes every week because you
God
have to wait for it to
damn,
come
you so
out,
disrespectful. Right?
I'm probably not gonna be around for that.
But what if you date a woman in the business world who don't have a real set schedule? She got to go as it is.
That's fine. That's fine. But me knowing Sonics, you're gonna top out as a manager unless you're an owner of this specific franchise.
Right. Like
That's
did you
another
say
story.
Pacific or specific?
I said specific.
Oh.
I said specific.
I mean, we might when you.
But if she
Because
works,
it's wide and
if
vast
she
like the
says
ocean.
she
Like the ocean.
works at Sonic, if
Right.
she's not at corporate
Right.
and she's at an actual restaurant,
What is she, the
as a
manager?
manager, they top out like 40, 50.
I mean,
I know.
how much.
I know.
But that's not enough for you.
No.
What's
I'm being real.
Okay, but what's the average salary she got to make?
At least, I would say
She
50.
gotta-
At least 60.
don't put it
At
in-
least 60.
So you gonna cut the love of your life off for
least
$20,000?
No, he
At least
said-
60.
40 like to 60. You go for $20,000?
Yeah.
You're a whore.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I know what I like and what I don't like. I mean,
No, I get
the
it.
Sonic
I
thing
get it.
is just not.
Why?
It's not gonna sit with
That,
me.
on the real, I got a friend who was like went from cashier to fry person to flipping
owner
burger.
that
Yeah,
joint,
like
didn't
I do have one that it happened.
Like, what if she?
like if that's her plan? Like I
what if she
respect
come in
that.
the door with that? Like,
Yeah, if that's
You
what
don't
she
know
works
what like
with,
her hustle
yeah.
could be crazy. Like it's not about what you make; it's about what you do
because
with
what if
what
you,
you make.
like, what if you meet her right? She got her own house
Yeah.
Got her
See,
own
that's
car.
that's different.
and she's
Why?
still working Sonic.
Why?
But is she trying to move further? Is she just
What if
All
she's
her
happy
bills
at
are
Sonic,
paid.
But
Her bills
everything
are
that she
paid.
has, she lives within her means.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that it's a status thing?
You
for
know what?
saying,
Okay,
yo,
y'all got
yo,
me- y'all
where your
got-
hey, where's your wife
Hey,
work?
hey,
Oh,
look.
she works at Sonic. She's flipping fries.
Y'all got me. And you know what?
Why
And
can't she manage the joint?
listening to y'all, I've had this argument with the women.
Yeah.
So y'all got me.
You guys.
I'm gonna have to flip and say, yeah. If she got her shit in order, where if she got her stuff in order, and stuff is on the up and up, I'll take
Because she
that
can make
shot.
$130,000
I'll
and
take
her
that shot.
shit ain't in order because
You're right.
she likes shoes.
That's
She
You're
likes
right.
shoe or
That's real.
purse.
You're right.
You-
I
you know
know
what I'm
some
saying?
people like
So all
that
of a
just
sudden you
For
look
real.
at you
Right.
make 120.
Just because
you
you don't
spend
mean you're not a
150.
manager.
I said y'all got me. I switched my answer to say that
I'm not.
I would.
Miss
Yeah,
Fifi
I'm
says
not-
she a manager at Checkers. Which one? I'm trying to come eat.
Oh, she in Florida. Don't worry. Shit.
Okay, y'all food ain't that good. No.
Nah, I like them fries. That's cuz over
Yo.
there. That's my cuz.
Oh, okay,
I ain't really a
cuz.
fan
Oh,
of Checkers either. Last time I ate Checkers,
Shit,
I got
them
Oh, we
fries
got
is
Big
the-
Red. Just
them fries is
yeah,
banging.
you know Big Red been in the
I was
building too.
I was
shit.
just about to ask that question. In the same sense, do men prefer independent women or women who depend on men?
That's all the same to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mish. For me personally, like I already kind of got a plan for what life is supposed to look like. So whether you independent or dependent, you gonna be dependent on my plan.
For sure.
My opinion. My opinion. Either you riding or you ain't.
I think men want to be the hero that they was as a kid, that they seen as a kid. They want to wear the cape. I don't think men want to take care of, but they want to know that they got. Oh, let me finish, Flex. That they got the last say. Like men, like some men live with this title, head of household. Like they live for that shit. And
What is the last say, Ralph?
huh?
What is the last?
It's some bullshit, but you know what I'm saying.
Because you want some tax information head of
No,
household
I'm just saying. Like
I'm
that's
just trying to figure
that's
out.
what I'm saying. Like
I know where you're going.
it's a lot of men that live for that title to say they the head of household. It's a lot of women that want to say the man is a head of household.
It's my house. You can't tell me what to do here.
It's you know what I'm saying. Like
Right,
it
it's an ego. That's an ego.
it's a thing of I mean
But yo, you can't be head of household if you ain't got no plan for the household.
that's true. But some
That's the problem.
But some households,
You can
hold on,
be-
Flex. Some
I'm sorry, I'm
households
sorry.
don't look at it that way.
No,
Some
that's
also women, and I can't speak for women. Let me clarify that.
because you know they're gonna attack you.
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
But some women just want to know that you got something about you that say that I should let him lead. And it can be fucked up, but it's just, you presented it a way where I believe it, and you leading this motherfucker.
Shouldn't you be in a situation to say, "Hey, this is what I got going for us"? Ain't that a part of your package?
Yeah.
Ain't that a part? If that's not a part
How
of your package,
how the package start, Flex? It don't start with the package, the love and all that shit don't start till when? You just said it earlier.
Okay, listen. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
I'm not saying that, but
people
I'm
don't-
just
people
saying
not-
like
the people that I date not looking at me just because I'm like fly. I know I'm fly.
But a lot of people will
but-
date you because of how you put your dick in that pussy.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That's just like icing on the cake. The reality of this shit is, the reality of this shit is, man, we about to go out here and try to be great.
Yeah.
Now, how many relationships begin off logical thinking?
I don't know.
None.
That's
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just
I don't know.
Like
And that could be a reason why
these
that
feelings,
the
these
divorce rates
feelings-
are so high.
I'm just saying,
Because
like
there's no logical
I'm just
thinking.
saying because the relationship start off the feelings. Ain't nobody thought about no goddamn plan or who doing all that. You
Why?
like hold on, let me finish. You like me, you like me. I mean, you like me, I like you. You know why?
I
That's
don't like you.
I'm just saying, but
So
you
don't put me in that.
but
Talk
you know
about you and the
you
young
know
lady
you know how
talking
that's
to.
you know how that starts. That starts as long as we know we like each other, we can figure out this shit. That's how a lot of relationships start.
Why?
Don't nobody think about compatibility
Because
but
y'all
for
not
real.
having real conversations. Y'all talking about smashing. That's
mean-
what y'all talking about. The reason why, like, it's just like when women say, "I hate it. It turns me off when a man's first thing he want to talk about is sex." Y'all don't bring none. Y'all got everything else. You INDP or that bullshit. Like that's what y'all doing.
I'm looking
I
at
spelled that wrong, too, for
Sean
the
and
record.
Nicole. Sean and Nicole said, "No, we always think about a plan." That's true. Until the dick hit you.
Nah.
I'm just saying, like
I got
it's-
a plan before the dick hit you.
and you got a plan. That's cool.
Right.
As the man though, because they waiting on you. So
Everybody got a plan so they get hit in the face.
that's what I'm
Like,
just saying. Like it's a man can have a plan because
Right.
she waiting on him. She gonna go whatever his plan is
Right.
if that dick good.
But what if it ain't good and she still
She
like
not
the
gonna
plan?
fuck with him no way.
So she
gonna-
is. She gonna fuck with her. She gonna cheat.
She gonna go back to her plan.
Nigga said she
She gonna cheat.
She gonna go back to her plan.
I'm
And
just
ain't no women in here gonna back that up. But I know that's what
right.
y'all do.
I mean, Shauna all over her. I ain't never seen her type this much. She talking about no.
Yo, Shauna phone on fire
Yeah,
right
she
now.
on fire over there.
Sister,
Look at
I
her.
see you. I can't read all of this, but I see you.
Man, cousin said she been married for 10 years and the last thing on their the last thing on their mind was sex.
Cause you done had the same dick for 10 years
10
unless you
years.
out here cheating.
But when it started, you had to start
Yeah,
somewhere.
you had to
like-
start with the penis.
like,
he, hit
I'm
you in
sure
he hit you in the mouth with it, and you was
something
like, you
happened
know what?
for you.
I
It's
like the way.
I'm finna get married
Absolutely,
to this man.
and it wasn't
the plan.
it
at
wasn't
that
his
time.
plan.
Not 10 years ago, I'm sure, cause it wasn't the plan. It had to do with that. Something had to do with that dick to say, okay, let me go on and see what this man talking about.
Unless he rich already.
already.
I
I ain't,
understand
gonna,
what
and I
you're
ain't saying that. I ain't saying that
I
like
don't want to put that
I'm not.
on
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
not saying it like it's
But I'ma
it's
say-
a money thing.
Right.
But I'm saying it as security is a motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question, Ralph.
Go ahead,
because
ask me a
you're
question,
single
brother.
You're a single black
I
man.
am.
So when you're dating, what is the goal in
I don't
dating?
date.
Oh, okay, so listen. So Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and skip on past some of it. So when you were dating, did you not? I'm not about to do this with you. Did you not have plans for what like you were actually looking for, and did you share those with the women that you dated?
Of
Because I
course.
haven't always. I can be honest with that. I haven't always shared those plans
But
because
every woman you date, do you tell her your plan? Every woman you date? Are you looking to settle down?
every
with?
woman I date with purpose and intent. Yes, I'm like, yo, look, I'm digging this.
I
feel
like
you.
how you put that though.
Yeah.
Every woman I date with purpose.
purpose.
Yeah, with purpose. Yeah,
With
and you
purpose.
know that.
So
You
you-
know what you're trying to do when you get to that point.
I mean, it's always
But-
a purpose in dating.
But yeah,
Absolutely, but the one that
But
you
I'm gonna
say.
be honest, like the people that I like dug the most are honestly the people that I'm the shyest with because it's like, yo, I really want them to dig me.
Miss Fifi,
me.
you said it's a spiritual thing. Honestly, what do you mean by that?
Oh, here we go.
Because
I
everybody
ain't about to do that.
call for God with a dick in them.
She talking
See,
about
I ain't finna do
white
that.
Jesus, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody call for God
Let
with a
this be
dick
the
in them.
one.
Not finna do that. I'm gonna answer your question, Flex. I had a list. I had a list of things that I wanted in a woman, and before I would even look at anything else. But the funny thing with that list is, I would find that list in women and still wouldn't like them.
You know why? Because after you smash it, you're like, nah, this ain't
It wasn't even before.
This one ain't me. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it.
The reason why you laughing so hard, people.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
You be like, oh man, you had everything, but this.
Nah.
Eh.
But nah, a lot of it had to do with
If
chemistry.
y'all waited 7 months to fuck, he was fucking somebody else until he hit you.
Why you telling
Wow.
man business?
Jeez.
I'm just saying. Come on, man. I ain't about to sit here with this.
Why you telling man
Love
business?
ain't that real.
This is not love and hip
Well-
hop. That's love is that deep.
Love ain't that real.
For some people. I mean, you got people that's
I
been
had to
married
be-
out of high school.
If you was fucking for real before you got in this relationship and a month go by, you like, yeah, what the fuck is we doing?
And then you done tried to hit it raw to see maybe it's the kind of
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all telling too
just
much.
saying.
Y'all telling too much.
Let's be real. He waited.
Y'all is terrible, man.
What did
Like,
he
y'all
wait?
need to- yo,
Hold
Father
on.
God.
What did he wait for? And don't tell me he was locked up. That's why it took y'all 7 months because you got him in jail.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not waiting. Ooh, I can't say that.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not waiting 7 months. I'm not.
You made somebody wait 7 months to
Yeah.
actually
Much,
smack.
cause that's heavy. Cause that's
Sticks and stones, Brian.
yeah. Hey, he saw. He saw. He heard what I said. He said, "Y'all
Yeah,
telling
Brian
too
on
much.
Sticks and stones, bro.
Y'all
Brian
telling
on
too
one.
much."
So he waited 7 months for you.
Cause
Bless
and-
your heart.
yeah,
Bless
cause in
your heart.
reality, man,
You better not let it go.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
You better
As a
not-
dude,
Ain't nobody waiting 7 months no more. You better hold him.
If I had to wait 7 months, I got something already I'm smashing while I'm waiting for this.
This
But
miracle.
But can I speak on that real quick?
Yeah.
Because I definitely done put some smash in the crock pot before and just let it
Absolutely.
stew.
But you
So I
wasn't
ain't
you
gonna-
wasn't just
I
sitting
ain't-
on the sideline.
You wasn't
waiting
just
on-
waiting. Right, that's what I'm
didn't-
saying.
You know what happens when you put
I
food in the
didn't-
crock pot?
You go
Right.
get something
You
else.
go to work.
Yeah. Or you go get something
You
else.
goddamn right.
Right.
Yeah, and when
And
that's
wait,
ready, you
and
go
wait,
over
you
there.
open it up, and
so
then
what
you
you're saying,
get
Miss
rid of
Fifi,
all that
you was
other
crock
stuff.
pot smash. I get it.
Chris must say she must be picking up the check and leaving tips.
I got one of them dudes that be at the register standing behind that girl.
I mean, I'm just saying, he fresh
She
out.
got it.
He fresh out. How long? I mean, what
I
was
don't
it,
know.
you
I don't know.
What you mean, Erica? Well, down, Ralph. I mean, let's be honest. If you made a man, if you let a man wait 7 months, your dildo broke.
You didn't wait 7 months. You made
Absolutely.
him wait, but you was somewhere over there sliding.
And I'm just being real. Like,
Right.
it's some kind of fucking going on. Ain't nobody just sitting on the sideline that much that was actively fucking before they met you. You ain't that goddamn
maybe
funny.
maybe what she trying to say is she was celebrate.
Celebrate.
Both of them were celebrating.
Now, I don't know if you're the way you talking, like you might be a person in the church, so y'all might have waited.
That's what I said. They probably both were celebrating.
But if y'all fuck before y'all got married, you throw that whole goddamn thing out the window.
They was
so
celebrating.
let's
I'm celebrate too. I celebrate every now and then.
and
when I
Crespo,
can.
she said he came
When she
out the
let me.
pocket.
I celebrate once a month.
There you go.
Fucking Brian talking about he didn't wait 9 months through a pregnancy.
And he paid for every day.
I'm
Hey,
just saying,
man,
let's keep it real though.
Miss Fifi, like I'm like real
I ain't
talk.
believing that shit.
If
I
they
believe
got
you.
it, right?
I
If
believe
they
you.
got it, they got it.
Hold on, but is it?
Everybody plays the fool.
Hold on, but I'm saying
Sometimes.
every man,
It's
And that's
shit
real.
to
Every man.
the room.
So when you say no sex, do you mean like putting a dick in, or you mean like ain't nobody? Somebody might have touched a little pussy or something. Might have been eating some pussy, sucking some dick. Because y'all ain't just not touched each other for 7 months. Come on, man. Stop telling me that. I am in the church.
Yeah,
The pastor
so-
fucking.
Hey, man.
You know what
I
the
ain't
same
hit-
church is out here to touch a little.
Then my man get robbed in the church.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't talk
I
about,
get it,
I
I
don't
get
talk
it.
about the church.
No, I'm just. I
feel
mean,
it.
if
What you
y'all,
mean? I'm talking about the church.
if
Church
you-
is- well, we need to be
let's
talking
keep it.
about-
Let's keep it real for real. Like yo, y'all waited 7 months. That's fine. I applaud y'all actually, because I couldn't be him.
I couldn't have
That's
did
an
that.
amazing and awesome thing.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
couldn't
Next
did that.
subject.
I couldn't.
Yeah, let's move on. What y'all got left? Because we rolling.
we rolling. And,
We rolling.
Y'all better,
We
ladies, throw
roll through
your
this.
questions in there real quick because we gonna be signing off in about 5 minutes.
Don't say that. Don't put no time on it. Somebody
we
might
don't-
come with something, bro. Somebody
well,
we
they
can split
better
this in
come with
half.
something.
I mean,
We can split this
as long
in
as
half.
it ain't Miss Fifi, because so she covered with
Yeah, I ain't got time for this. Yeah, I love Miss Fifi, but I don't know.
Nope, that's
You know what
not
I'm
real.
Hey, you can't tell them folk. I don't know. I ain't want to tell folk what they did.
No,
and
that's
what they
not real
didn't do.
talk. No sex.
I
that's
know
not
that
real
wouldn't
talk.
be me. Never.
7
How many
months. I'ma
crunchy
wait
towels in
7
the house?
months.
What?
Orlando stupid. Talk about how many
You
crunchy
better not
towels
let
in
him
the
get a
house.
hold of nobody else, because he get a hold of somebody else. Boy, it'll
Yo,
set that whole
I
relationship
seen
down.
American Me. You know what I'm saying? And when he got out, anyway, but
I thought we was moving on, y'all.
we moving on.
We're moving on. We waiting for somebody to give us a
Y'all got
question that we can talk about.
anything else before we get out of here?
Something before we
Anything
roll
y'all
up
want to
out
ask
here.
one of us? Whatever.
Oh man, y'all.
She said she here for it.
Not
I'm
really. You not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not. I'm not. You win.
Yeah.
White towel. and
Hey,
Miss
now we
Fifi.
do it.
Hey,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
way to- hey,
This is one of
wave the
them.
white flag.
Hey, this one of them
It's over.
situations you were talking about earlier. You got
got
it.
it.
You got
Way
it.
to towel.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Tell him to tell me he ain't hit nobody in 7
my
months.
God.
Yeah. I don't want you to go ask him that question.
Right.
either,
That's what I'm
'cause
saying.
What? Who you talking to?
Don't
What you
make
talking
him
about?
have his come to Jesus moment. Don't do that. Let's
No,
just
no.
leave it where it is.
y'all done got- yeah, we done got him in
Crespo,
trouble.
don't nobody want to hear your voice. Don't nobody talk about some call in next time.
Oh goodness. Where,
Oh,
oh,
Kamisha
Kamisha asked about the
traditional roles and scroll back.
We seen that
Traditional roles.
in the household.
Are we in traditional times of these traditional roles? Is my question. I believe in what I was part of is teamwork to get the goal done. So whatever that was had to be done. Am I against the traditional man work, woman take care of the house? No. But long as you understand it, if we gonna do this based off of my income only, this is how we live. That's my thoughts on
Let's
that.
take finances out of it. Let's just talk about things that's done within the household.
I'm not gonna sit here and shit on things that's done in the household. I've done it on many shows. I haven't changed how I felt, but I'm just not gonna take this opportunity to downplay them because they are important. Are they important? I guess to me personally, no. Are they important to somebody? Yes. So I'll just leave that just like that.
Okay.
I don't give you extra points because you can put candles in the bathroom. That's just not me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if somebody say, yo, I need my wife to stay home, you know what I'm saying, make sure my meal's done, all that, that's that man. And I'm cool with that. But I just feel like if we got a goal to live a certain way, and I exhaust every opportunity for us to live this way, and you want more, then you have to join in on that. I don't believe in a man having 3 jobs to support a lifestyle, because what happens is you're never home.
Right.
I know many women that have approached me for intimacy because he's at work all day to support a lifestyle that she created
Real life.
for him in his mind. She needed this, that, and the other, and he went out there to try to get it
Make
done.
happen.
But she forgot that she needed
Time.
sexual healing, hugs and shit in the meantime, between time. So what happens is she ran up on me. Now I'm out here caressing this man's
Slut.
wife, whatever,
Slut.
girlfriend, whatever,
Right.
because he
Can't.
can't.
Have a time, though.
He's trying to make sure she got the Benz. She, they live in $600,000 house and all this shit. What are we doing?
I'm gonna ask you this question. Actually, Shannon asked you: Are men truly okay with women that can't cook? Me and Flex already answered this.
Me personally, I grew up in a household where somebody couldn't cook and the other person had to, and they were fine with it. And I'm not gonna, which one or whatever it was, but somebody couldn't cook and somebody enjoyed cooking. They were a chef at cooking, so they did the cooking. So I'm not from the traditional women cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from that. So that's why I kind of understand it can happen and it's not a problem.
Would you be okay with it?
Absolutely, because I'm gonna eat we're gonna eat regardless. Okay. I don't need it. Like I told you before, I don't need you to do anything besides be there for me. Cooking is not being there for me in my eyes. Okay. I need you to be there for me emotionally, sexually, mentally. I don't care about the rest of that shit. We'll work that out. Okay. I need you to be there for me, and everything else will work itself out.
Where you at with it, Flex?
Oh yeah, I definitely need a chick that can bang some pots together in the kitchen, and not because I can't. I grew up in a household where I grew up in a household where one person couldn't cook and the other person could, but it was my mother. My mother really could cook, and I grew up asking my mother and telling my mother like, "Yo, I don't never want to have to wait on nobody to cook for me. You guys show me how to cook." And that was a feeling that I absolutely had as a kid. Like, nah, I don't never want to be begging nobody. Like, yo, when we gonna eat? Mm-hmm.
Like when Miss Ebony said that on the show last time. Like, you gonna wait till somebody able to cook you a meal? That's fucking crazy. I couldn't imagine sitting in my house and waiting on somebody to cook me a meal. I'm gonna get in the kitchen and bang some pots.
Yeah. All right. I think that's our age, like our generation. But when it comes to traditional stuff, I think that traditional has changed over time. Traditional is that both mom and father work. Like when we grew up where. Even we grew up with it where, like, one income might be able to suffice depending on where you work. Right. But, like, it just, most one income households didn't work. Right. So women had to work. And then men was, they still was doing stuff around the house and women was doing stuff around. It was blended. So I believe me personally, I grew up in a blended environment.
That's what I know.
My father couldn't cook at all. Don't get it twisted. My spaghetti and frying chicken, that was his extent of cooking.
I'm going to be honest. Marcellus Lawson Sr., cook, clean, and pay bills. Whatever he needed to do. That's what I learned from. Right. So I'm not. So
it's not traditional.
Yeah, to me,
the traditional thing that we talk about isn't. That's not the traditional thing.
I'm not saying my mother couldn't, but I witnessed all the time what he could do. So I'm not from the traditional household of a woman do this and a man do this. He washed his own clothes because he wanted to wash a certain way. Remember you asked me the question, if she had to wash her clothes, I'm not from nobody washing my clothes.
Right.
I wash my own clothes because I want them to be a certain way. It ain't saying that she can't make the downy shit do what I needed to do, but I'm more comfortable washing my own clothes.
Would you relinquish that? Because that takes a lot of trust for your partner.
Off a conversation, if she wanted to talk about the kitchen, these is her areas, whatever. I'm not relinquishing washing my clothes. You know why? Because I iron my clothes. And a lot of people, unless you're gonna wash and iron my clothes, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in you touching my clothes because I'm gonna iron my clothes every day. Right. And if you're not taking on that task, I'm good. I don't need you just to wash them. Don't tell me, well, your pants is in the hamper.
So are you gonna wash her clothes too?
Absolutely. When I was married, hold on, let me finish. To answer that,
her crusty underwear, because women.
Then I would leave that. But when I was married for 15 years, I watched everybody close in the house.
Right.
Excuse me, for 10 years, because we was going through shit for 5 years. But for 10 years, I watched everybody's clothes in the house. I took enjoyment in that.
Right. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. I think that's part of what I was saying, that it's the traditional thing that we're used to is not the same traditional thing.
Don't you know Detroit niggas need creases in their pants? You better tell them. You better tell them. Huh?
We got a good question right here, though. And
what's that?
It's going to take us a minute to go through that.
Oh, shit. We talking about some real shit. Hold on. No. Let's go with Miss Riney. Go with Miss Riney.
That's what I said. Do you think that the polyamorous community has caused a decline in marriages? Is this the new non-traditional marriage?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think enough people believe in the polyamorous.
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. In real life, I don't think a lot of people are exposed to it, And secondly, to actually be engaged in it. Most of the people that I know that are in that life grew up around it or was somewhere around
this
it before
so
they
dope.
just jumped
Yo,
in there.
I want to take a
My
minute to
question
thank
to you,
everybody that's
love,
still
is,
climbing in.
are you into it?
For real.
Like,
Cause,
that's
I
the
mean, if
real
you want
question.
another motherfucker around, just let me know. I can see my way out because I ain't into that. But
Oh yeah.
Miss Marcus asked the question: Is credit score a fact?
For me,
She just asked the
so
question. brother. She
listen,
ain't put
let's be
nobody in.
real. It's gonna be certain aspects that you have to build some people. I'm gonna be built up in some situations with my significant other, and she's gonna come up in some situations with me. Like women are the only people who care about money. As a man, I don't care what your credit score is, who you are. I care what it is that you provide for me in the areas that I need.
Talk that
That's
shit.
some women shit.
Talk that shit.
Women. No man, I don't care if I make $80,000 and you make $380,000. The person who cares about money is you. I don't care about what you make. And I'm not blowing up on you, Mish. You know it's nothing but love. But like the credit score thing, like I do want you to have a decent credit score. But if you don't, we need to figure out why you don't. Because you can actually ruin my credit score with your bad spending. It's because you don't have a budget. It's because you don't have financial literacy. It's because you are not engaged and in tune with what's going on with money. And that's something that we need to talk about.
I think sometimes they may be too consumed with that as opposed to wanting to build with somebody.
I'm fucking you, not your credit score.
That shit,
Right.
like women
Yeah.
in this money question, and
I'm
I
fucking
don't.
with
That
your
has
credit
nothing to do with you, Misha. I promise. But we had a conversation at work today too.
Yeah.
So that was I had a little trauma from that. My bad.
Anita, what do men know about why they express their feelings but actions and don't match up?
Hold on, go back.
Where we at?
Read Shannon Christopher question. She
Joey
tried to
Badass.
quote. She kind of quote Joey Badass.
Joey
I'm sure what the
Badass
fuck
said
that
that he
is.
will get married, but he won't sign any paperwork. Are any men on this type of time too? How
What kind
you
of
get
paperwork?
married without signing paperwork?
I think she talking about like a
Common law?
prenup or some shit.
I don't know
You need
about
to
that.
actually explain that a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's got to be common
Stop quoting
law.
Joey
Ah,
Badass.
yeah, and that's the first thing you need to do.
But
You're
the
quoting
new,
the wrong people.
but the new one is fire though.
The what?
The new CD is fire. Keep moving on.
What about? Oh yeah, Anita said. What about men who may express their feelings but actions don't match up? They got a lot of growing to do.
A lot of
A
growing
lot
up.
of growing. It's one thing to be. That's called game. I can speak any kind of game to you, make you believe anything I want you to believe, but it's about what I do.
Let me ask you a question. If you apologize to somebody, what's supposed to come with that?
The actions afterwards.
Attitude
The,
adjustment.
the new fixing that, whatever it was that you did, you need to rectify that. That you're apologizing about.
Is that 100% proof though?
That's the first way you start. Nothing is guaranteed.
Fleck? Like let's say I apologize, right? And it happened again. But it happened again like a year down the line. Do that negate the whole year before that?
And it depends on what all happened in between.
I mean, we ain't
Yeah.
talking about no cheating.
Yeah, like
We
no,
ain't
no,
talking
I'm
about
not saying, no, I'm not saying
it.
it, like because you can't. I don't think that I would be a person who would actually excommunicate somebody because they had a relapse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I'm that type of person. But to answer her question as well, like it's always three sides to every story. You know what I mean?
We're not just talking about cheating, Miss Marcus.
And it's what really happened. And sometimes people don't always add into like their part in that story.
Okay, to go back to this credit score thing with Miss
Why
Marcus.
is she trying to
'cause
pull up? What's up with
I
the
mean,
violence though?
she on
He's
some
trying to
other
pull
shit.
up on her.
Miss Marcus, you said credit score is not all about money. I look at it at more as a building together.
My credit score is straight. So if yours is above
ain't
or
never-
below
like,
mine,
I ain't
yeah.
never asked a woman her credit score.
that's because that's a
Never.
woman issue.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit.
How much
Yeah.
money you got in the bank?
Yeah,
Like what
I
is
ain't
wrong?
never
Yeah,
asked.
like what do you? Yeah,
Yeah.
like what are we?
$63, man, and I owe Sprint 82.
But all my bills paid. So I mean, I don't.
Right.
Yeah,
so
like
being a negative, what's up?
if I'm taking care of all my shit,
Mm-hmm.
like what difference do my credit score really matter?
I mean, credit score can matter when you are trying to build.
but you
legacy.
trying to
I
purchase
think
it though.
in the aspect in which I'm hearing her say it, I just don't feel like that's to me like women worried about money. And I could be wrong,
Right.
but that's just what it sounds like.
Did y'all talk about the therapist? What
Brian,
therapist?
he keep coming with old girl.
Brian, you need therapy.
He talking about Tara?
psychologist. No, the psychologist that was on TikTok that got fired from her job because she came out and was quote unquote bashing men. The stuff she was saying was true. It was her delivery was terrible.
She had a Ralph delivery.
Man, it was terrible. And as a psychologist,
like that's
All right, I'll take it.
as a psychologist, you can't come out in the fashion that she did and think that somebody wasn't going to go in. And what happened was a lot of men went to her job and complained, and she got fired because it went against the ethics of what your job is, your professional job.
I wish Miss Tara was on here to answer that question.
Yeah, you can't do something like that, man. And then the funny part was she started blaming everybody else. Because she was like, I'm in the community, I'm helping, and now that I'm fired, all of my clients, they don't have nobody to talk to and this and that.
Man,
I was
so
like,
what? Don't nobody want to talk to you.
I was like, dang, she tried to really flip this.
I want to go back to Anita's question, though. I really want to look into that. Expressions of feelings but no actions behind it.
Mm-hmm. That's
like,
game.
Can somebody's, what they looking for, actually cloud them for seeing what you're really trying? Because you can apologize and actually try to move that way, and they might not be satisfied in what you do. You know what I'm saying? And did that make what you doing not
invalid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make those actions invalid.
Right.
It does to the person who is saying that you're not changing enough for them.
Right.
That's what it does.
But how much are you changing for somebody before you actually, what's the word I'm looking for? As far as self. Before you making yourself
disregard your own.
Like, are we changing so much to appease somebody that we just fuck how we feel and how we want to be? Like, when you stand on something, you stand on it.
I agree.
But when we change, like we was talking about earlier, you can have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. When we make those kind of decisions, are we really saying that we're wrong in the situations that we might not be, but in the sake of an argument, we
I don't want to argue about it, so I'll take the wrong.
But are you
I'm
willing?
not really
Are you willing to change all the time for that argument?
Right, that's real.
Like that's
real.
Yeah,
like
you
like I'm
begin to
saying,
lose,
like
you'll
are you?
lose yourself.
But now that's what I'm looking for. But are we lying at that point?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
how many times have you lied in an argument? Like, I'm not going to argue about this.
Yeah, I mean,
men, like, let's be real, we do it.
Right.
I'm not arguing about that.
Question: Do y'all think the clown should be locked up? What the hell,
clown?
Miss Fifi? What are you talking about? A clown?
Question: Do you think the clown
Is she
should
talking about
be locked up?
Mar-a-Lago? Or
Yeah,
you talking about Trump?
yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Trump because that's another show.
But to go into what you were saying as well, like I think a lot of times when we be in these situations, we always point the fingers at what somebody else is doing, and we never look at what we do.
Absolutely, accountability is real.
Yeah, and how if I'm dealing with somebody, I can say she's not doing this, that, there, and the third, but I don't look at none of what I'm not doing because I'm so busy pointing the finger at somebody else. Like, that happens.
As a therapist, though, Miss Terrell, you elected to carry the load.
Right. When you sign up for that job, there's some jobs you sign up for a certain confidentiality. Like when you get a lawyer, they can't tell your shit to nobody else. When you get a doctor, they can't give your documents to nobody else until you sign off.
Coming from a family with a therapist in it, that he had to get a therapist because everything he was taking in. So,
Shannon, the answer to that for me is no, not always.
What, men? Do you feel safe and protected in your close relationships?
Not always.
Depending
on the information that I have.
What kind of relationship?
Because I feel like I could tell Sean and Crespo, Ralph, I feel like I could tell them things and they'll understand as men. But I don't always feel that connection with the young lady in my life that I can always say, yo, this is how I'm feeling about this, and her understand it. Because there's certain things that as men we understand because it's like, oh, yeah, I know what that is. And women don't always understand it because why don't you just do this? Because women always have a simple answer for men shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
they downplay our feelings.
Our emotion. Yeah, that's the thing.
They downplay our feelings.
So, like, I can come to y'all and tell y'all one thing and y'all will be like, I get it. And then the women, but I feel like, because that's what it's always going to be. It's going to be, well, I feel like you should. It ain't never how you felt about the situation.
Right. And next week,
nobody cares.
If we can find a bunch of women, y'all can actually rebuttal that. I really will open that back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all you women that's in here talking, man, y'all coming on the Hunger Room so we can talk about what women really want? I mean, I'll be in the studio audience, man. I'm just going to get behind the camera. I just want to be here to look at y'all.
Pushing buttons.
Yeah.
That'll be the women versus 18.
I'm I'm in the audience though. If you need, you know what I mean. If you need Sting to come out the Raptors, dog, I'm
I ain't worried about that.
yeah. But if you need it,
I don't think they can handle the heat, the lights and the media.
it's all easy to
It's a
talk when
wrap.
you just words behind the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. You get on this motherfucker, it's real. So if your partner downplays your feelings, do you feel like you in the wrong relationship? I think me and my partner need to have a conversation. And if that don't change, then yes, I am in the wrong relationship. It really wasn't a good question, Mish. And you spelled her name, Miss Christopher. But we'll get into that later.
Can I speak on that though? Because they view men situations the same as women, and that's not the same.
Right.
Because emotionally, we are not trained the same.
The same, yeah.
So to ask that question is already loaded in itself,
My bad.
in my opinion. But I feel what you were saying.
Yeah.
But it's already loaded in itself.
Right.
Like so that's not no.
Yeah.
I got a question for the women in the group.
Why are they telling folks to write? Hush, man.
I don't know. These people are talking me
They
crazy.
reckless in this
You know what I'm
room,
saying?
man.
Are you open enough to hear your own faults without being defensive? Because that's what you ask for from a man.
I'll answer that. No. No, you're not. Because you feel.
But you can have an opportunity to express that.
Yeah, they get that. They get the opportunity to express their feelings.
Either studio audience or on the show. Because that's the only way we're going to express that.
Now people talk about let us call in.
Ain't no call-ins.
Hey, man, you must be on that white liquor, man.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's about
We're
to
an
call
hour and 50 in.
We went 2 hours?
Hour and 50. It don't feel like it.
Well, since Sean keep reminding us what the
It
show
don't
is.
feel like it, but
And
Y'all better be liking, sharing, and get your friends to subscribe to
for
this.
real. Hold on. No.
got some- I don't drop too, bro.
what's the problem? Y'all got some more?
Sir,
got one
we
thing.
got our own music.
Okay.
I just got one
Sir,
thing.
we got our own
Before
music.
we close out, I just want to make sure I drop something.
Go ahead.
I got time for it?
Go ahead, dog.
Yo, listen, Atlanta, my sister Sherry Shabazz After Hours on Instagram. She coming to Atlanta. She got the 12 different types of orgasms for women. I had a lot of women telling me that's not their issue. They don't have no problems getting their O's off, but I don't think you know all the different 12 types. So it's some O's you might be missing. You know what I mean? You don't know where your A spot is. You don't know where your U spot is, and all the other spots she was telling me about. But they are going to have a great informational class about this. You don't know how the men feel about, because it's going to be men in here too. And this ain't, some people can participate. Everybody's not going to have to. You can come and listen and
you
learn.
can come sit in the background.
Yeah, you can come just be in
Like
the
y'all
atmosphere
doing
and
the
the
show.
environment. The same thing that you're doing here, and just kind of learn something. Like, yo, it's not about you not being able to smash, which on the real, a lot of y'all can't.
That's real.
Y'all smash is trash, but we love you.
Talk that
so we
shit.
just go ahead and we go with it anyway. But for real, like, this is going to be a very informative thing. September 10th, next Saturday. Next Saturday from 5:30 to 8:30. The link is posted in the Soundproof Hunger Room. Please come out, support, enjoy. She's coming all the way from South Florida to bring this message, to bring this heat, to bring this good time, these great vibes. Man, we're going to have a good time. I'm definitely going to be in the building, man.
Eventbrite.
Yeah, Eventbrite, man. Sherry Shabazz, After Hours. Y'all know how she is on Instagram. Make sure you come out, man, and support, man. That's going to be love all night long. It's going to be love. I promise you. I know how my sister get it in. Peace.
Okay.
I don't know. There we go.
I don't know if y'all got that, but like he said, check in the room, man. All the stuff, we throw it up in there. We support any and everybody that got something to say, something to do, something to sell to make us grow. It's College Pod, Sean. This was a great show. If y'all tuned in late, that's y'all fault. Cause we usually late, but we was on time today. We about 3-4 minutes late, but we was on time today. So we did our part. We appreciate y'all coming in here, hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. We're gonna do it Sunday next week.
Yeah, Sunday next week.
We're gonna go Sunday, early
Sunday morning.
Who y'all gonna have in? Like,
Sherry
if we can get it right,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we're gonna bring
We just
Shabazz
talked
in
about
and
it.
talk about
what we seen Saturday
what
night.
we seen Saturday night. Look at that. You don't want to be left out on this one, man.
You wanna be
Sherry
there.
Shabazz After Hours. Let's fucking go.
So that means we talking sex next week.
Indeed.
Oh, I know y'all pulling up for that.
Miss Fifi won't be here.
No, it's gonna take her 7 months to catch up to this one.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be here next week.
I'm sorry, cuz it's all love.
Hey, one love. Yo, once again, man, thanks for everybody that stuck around with us. I know our shows don't really go this long, but we had a good show, and we thank everybody that participated.
sure.
Once again, thank you to the boss for providing us with our own intro music.
We're just gonna ride on.
Let's go. Brian, we talk about 10 in the morning, bro. There ain't no football on at 10 in the morning.
Early.
Right, yo, why you always gotta be like
God
that
damn.
agitator and
Always.
everything, bro? We gotta get you back in here. I need to be here when you
Hey,
get
and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you,
Say
Brian.
that when it
Your
hit.
reviews went down when you came on the show.
You know what
They
I'm
said
saying?
that ain't the same guy that be in the group.
Huh?
Next time you come back in here, you better be up with it.
Huh?
I mean, up with it.
I mean, you got your caddy.
Miss Fifi, that there is about possession for people. That's not the
oh
same
yeah,
thing.
we out of here.
Be more Pacific next
Hey,
time,
we
baby.
love y'all,
Like
man.
the ocean.